Those I got all you to wear clothes. Style of my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you with lyrical player pros like that. Really want to party with me? That means he is what you got for me. Put all your hands in my eyes to see. Straight buck mountain in the place to be. If you really want to party with me, that means he is what you got for me. Put all your hands in my eyes to see. Straight buck mountain in the place to be. If you really want to party with me, and y'all we trust. Yo, it's the must that you heard of us, yo, we want. I'm wondering if you're curious. How we can do it so mysterious. Serious, hold on, my to serious. Just we walking around hearing us. But like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry and be playing us. I'm not a player, I was crushing out. I'm not a player, I was crushing out. Still down below.
Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
Rise and shine.
I'm not really feeling up to this today.
Nope, not really feeling up to it.
Really?
Not today.
Why not?
Everything's so doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom?
The whole world is going crazy.
Sounds like you need a
Pep talk.
I don't need a pep talk.
Well,
You're getting one.
We're gonna wake up.
Get it together.
One foot in front of the other.
Put a smile on your face.
And we're going to make a difference.
Okay, guys, it's showtime.
It is showtime. Friday, March 15th, 2024, St. Patrick's Day weekend. I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius, Nicodemus, K2 the Baroness, Renee, our good time gal from the east side, and Brittany Gibbons is here from blog Midwest Brittany and the Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast. You know, they say about the world, they're like, oh my God, the world is out of control. It's losing, everyone's losing their mind, but I think the world's in a good place. I wonder if
You did not just say that out loud.
I wonder if at every point in history, if people at that time are like, oh, the world's on fire. I think the world's always on fire. You just find the things to be on fire about, and then you find the things you're fine about.
Oh my God.
I feel good about where things are.
I'm glad you do.
I do.
You have to create your own happiness.
See, thank you, Renee.
That's the reason why. You're right, guys. It's always that's the reason why they invented the doomsday clock. That is absolutely correct.
I think you can look back to any point over the last 50 years or whenever, and you could put together a list of stuff that was going on in the world, and everyone you could make a case for the world is on fire for every single point in history. I think.
Well, I'm glad you think that. You are wrong.
You're right.
Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. There we go. What's that?
In a way, like you're right. I mean,
yes,
like
I am.
there were like air raid sirens at one. I mean, people had their stuff every single time. I mean, it feels bleak right now.
Remember when before our time, like kids had
polar bears are fine then, but like it's
kids had to hear alarms and jump under their desks for air raid, like you said, Brittany.
Stop.
They're all time.
Stop. You're
People
talking tornado drills, and you're talking. Never in the history of this planet have we had the capacity to destroy this world 5 times over. We are living in a much more dangerous time than our grandparents lived, because when you talk about natural disasters and just catastrophes and just things like that, we never had the ability or dealt with mass shootings. We didn't have the ability or dealt with random terrorism. That is something that our parents and our grandparents never had to deal with.
We don't have a lot of random terrorism. What do you mean? In this country?
I'm only basing this based on the movie Oppenheimer, which I've just watched for the first time. In a way, I guess you are right. Like, it did take him a minute to figure this bomb out, whereas like a hacker could probably do this in one day now. Like a 13-year-old boy in a basement could probably have figured this out.
Missile from Nebraska
with some AI.
Yeah, like now we do have a little bit more. Like, I guess it is somewhat easier, but
I just think, I don't know. I just feel that we can always say, look, I think the consequences are worse now. Like the global warming. That's climate change. People, the global, it's cold. It's not warm. Stop. The climate change, the change of climates is a big disaster right now. And
let's talk about digital manipulation. We now live in an age where anybody can be made to say anything.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
right? And it'll look like it's real coming out of somebody's mouth.
I feel good about where my life is. I'm
Oh,
fine.
okay.
I'm good. I'm good.
Bragger.
It is. I'm not like I'm not rich, and I'm not like not worried about money, but I just feel that we are on the right trajectory as a country. I think we're doing all right. Anyway, St. Patrick's Day weekend. Sunday is the big day. Is everyone celebrating Saturday or Sunday? Demetrius won't let us take Monday off, so that screwed us.
None of your names end in Mick anything. Who the hell?
As many times I've been to McDonald's, it should end in Mick something.
It should end in Ugget.
I'm celebrating tonight.
Tonight? That's early.
I'll probably celebrate tomorrow night
Okay.
and probably Sunday.
When you when you say celebrate, like you said, you weren't drinking unless you were on vacation. So
I've
what does that
already
mean?
failed.
Yeah, that's a way to bring that.
failed.
Way to bring that up,
K2.
K2. She's already failed
I
that one.
failed. I gave up. Next year.
Next year. It's only March. You can pick it up
know.
again this year.
No, because all of my friends are bad influences.
Oh, I hate that.
And
I know.
I'm really weak
Isn't
around
that
them.
the worst? Friends are bad influences.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's so fun. I appreciate them and love them.
Speaking of which, what's going on with Demetrius? Why are you mad at K2?
She asked me today, she goes, what time do you got to go to work? And I said, 2. And she goes, great, we're having champagne. I said, it's 5 o'clock. And she goes, vodka. And so this, my dear friend, is vodka and orange juice.
What?
I don't know. Look, I'm having flashbacks of Put in Bay all over again.
No. You
I
got to
haven't
go to
touched
work.
this. I,
Not till 2.
Man, that is rough.
she's so fun.
No. Anyway, since St. Patrick's Day is on Sunday, here's some tips for you if you want to call in on sick on Monday.
Oh yes, I'm listening.
On Monday?
Yes. So first of all,
This is a survey you should do Tuesday.
right? No, this is one that we're gonna
We
do.
don't do
This
Friday.
is one we're gonna do to you.
No.
Keep it brief. Less is more. Here they'd say, tell your boss as little as possible without sounding evasive. Just giving a bunch of detail isn't really necessary, and the more specifics you add, the more suspicion it can cause.
Right? Yeah.
Andrew not coming in Monday.
That's it. That's it.
Andrew, I feel a cough coming on.
I don't buy that one. Acknowledge bad timing. Your boss knows it's a Monday and the day after St. Patrick's Day, so not mentioning it would be suspicious. So yeah, I know it's Monday and I know it's the day after St. Patrick's Day. I'm just not feeling well today. I'm sorry. I'll see you Tuesday. That's it. Boom, done. Only tell people who need to know. Follow your company's policy, but generally you should only tell your boss and any coworkers who might be affected by your absence. And finally, offer to do makeup work. You might get stuck doing it. You might not, but at least it makes you look better in the end if you agree to take on makeup work.
Unreal. The first one is super true, though. I will tell you.
Keep it brief. Less is more.
Keep it brief. The more detail you put in when you call me sick to work, like, oh, bro, my temperature is 106.5 degrees. And let me just tell you, I have mucus that is exuding. And you're like, whoa. First of all, I know you don't know any of those words.
You don't know mucus.
You just need to call and tell me you're sick.
Yeah, exactly. And is everyone having some corned beef and hash this weekend?
I think everybody will somehow find a way to do that.
Yeah.
I plan on it.
Do you?
Yeah, I love corned beef and cabbage. I know
I said corned beef hash, corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah. But I speak fluent Andrew. So
You knew
unfortunately,
exactly
I
what I
knew
was
exactly what you were talking about. You don't find this program on Babbel.
What else is going on? They say that by the way, number 1 is corned beef. Number 2 is fish and chips to celebrate. And number 3 is carne asada. What? In a new poll, 65% Americans say they're going to have Irish-inspired food on St. Patrick's Day. 40% said corned beef and cabbage. 28% said fish and chips. 27% said corned beef on rye. And 24% said having a Reuben. Other ones were shepherd's pie, soda bread, Irish stew. All sound amazing. Some bangers and mash, which I didn't even know what those were till last week. And other people said they're going to have carne asada and spaghetti. So... and finally, some other stuff. Let's see, St. Patrick's Day related. That's not really interesting, though. We'll just leave it alone. So, anyways, anyone going to the Blarney thing downtown?
I don't. Too many people.
Dude, what is it with you and too many people? What does that mean? Like, you want to be around a bunch of people. It's a bigger party.
No. There's a, and if I'm gonna explain this and tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay, you're right.
Okay, whatever. Just being close to you is too many people.
You trying to say I'm fat?
No, but listen to the bell. Anyway, there's a level where it's comfortable, where it's okay, but there's some things like acoustics for autism and St. Patrick's Day downtown.
What about opening day?
Opening day too. Yeah. Opening day falls right in that, and it is there's just so many people.
Oh man,
and it is uncomfortable.
For me, the more people, the better. I love it.
I do.
Weird.
Really, you do?
Weird.
Yeah. But
Brittany?
Nope.
What do you mean nope?
Thank you.
Well, my go-to excuse always is diarrhea, just so you know. I'm always like, I can't be one foot from a bathroom, if you understand what I'm saying. So that's how I get out of everything. But I just have a very low social battery.
Really?
Super low.
What is
my face is not approachable. And
RBF.
Like, this is how I've been built. Like, this is how nature has made me this way, unapproachable and mean looking, so that
it's
people
a
stop inviting
survival
me.
thing.
Yes.
Like, this is how I feel like my ancestors kept bears from us. Like, they were just like, ooh, he looks mad. And then they were like, well, let's eat a happy one.
I know me and Renee are the only approachable ones on this show.
You are. You guys have the nicest faces.
If Kelly was here, she'd fall with your.
She would.
I know. She's approachable as well. You three are miserable.
So I'm wondering though, like tomorrow night, I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, it'll be busy downtown, but I know like it's spread out because distant cousins will be down at Hensville. Then you got the Blarney. Then you have Cock and Bull. So I feel like everything will just be spread out.
It is about the Blarney. It is all about the Blarney.
It is.
It is not going to be dispersed throughout downtown. It will be located in the middle of the street at the Blarney.
Well, then go to Hensville then, or do something where you're around it, but you're not in the middle of it.
Or people could just come see me at Patron Saints. I'll be there from 4 to 10.
sounds as far away from the fun as you can be. I understand. It's funny because Brittany, you kind of wrote a blog about this, about you not being fun recently. Your latest blog.
Yeah, I'm not a fun girl. I'm not a fun girl, guys. I'm a stay-home girl. I always have been. I think I've been 80 since I've been born. And people just eventually stop inviting you places, and it's the best part. After 9 p.m., I'm home.
See, I want to be invited. But I want it to be canceled at the last minute.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Do you do like the follow-up text where like, oh God, I made these plans a week ago, and you're like, hey, are we still in? If we're not in, it's fine. You just let me know. I only want to do what you want to do. I definitely want to see you, but if you want to stay home, we can stay home.
It's people like you guys that drive me crazy, because here's what I will say is, if you say next Tuesday we're going to meet at B-Dubs at 2:00, then I'm going to plan. Like, you don't have to tell me again. I'm going to plan on being at B-Dubs. But for some reason, as we get closer, everyone just stops talking about it. and then it just ends up not happening.
It's like an assault.
What do you mean?
It's like you press it down. You bring it up at first. You come clean. You're like, hey, this happened to me. And then afterwards, you're just like, I never want to speak of it again.
I know.
Like we take this to the grave, right?
I'm going to give you a perfect example. When I used to go out like at night and do club stuff and whatever, and just be out on the circuit, then the next day people be like, oh man, let's meet up for breakfast tomorrow, blah blah. I'm like, what? Too cool. What time? Noon. Let's do blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm in, and I'd be the only one that shows up. I'd be there at noon, ready to go.
Were those people drunk when they were talking to you? Because I always make drunk plans.
See,
I stopped. Drunk Brittany's a problem for future Brittany all the time. All the time. She is. She makes all the problems.
Everything sounds great when you're drunk.
See, and I don't drink, so like I stopped falling for your drunk shenanigans because I kept showing up and no one would be there.
I don't believe that. You don't show up for anything.
That is not
because of all of those friends that would cancel on him ruined him. He's like, he doesn't trust any of us again.
But see, you say I will go. If I say I'm going, like, I won't say I'm going though. I won't make the plan and then not show up or cancel. If I'm saying I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. But now, chances
be-
are I'm not gonna say okay.
It may be that he might be there, but he's only going to be there 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. Renee.
Unless there's food involved. 5 minutes.
I feel like I'm bi social. Like there's a part of me that really wants to go out.
Yeah.
But there's a bigger part of me that tells that part to shut up.
Yeah,
and,
I love
and
that.
like I sit on the couch, like I'll sit on the couch. I'll go, wow, I want to go out, and I'll put clothes on, like I'm gonna go out.
Yeah.
And I'll sit on the couch, and I'll go right after this TV show.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go, and then I'm like, wow, this one's pretty interesting. Right after this TV show, I'm gonna go, and then next thing I'm like, it's dark. It's too
Yeah.
it's
Start
dark.
making excuses.
It's too dark to drive. You might as well just put your pajamas back on. And I'll do that. And I'm like, wow, look at you. You almost made it to the door.
I like bisocial. I am attracted to both ideas. like being all other things. I only follow through with one. And it's the one that's at home.
Right. Well, you're a big talker. You think you want to get it on with two people, but in the end, you're really it's just all talk, and you really just want to do missionary with your husband.
Yeah.
I like to be out too, but I also like to be home early. So like I'm going out tonight and they were all like, okay, let's do 5 o'clock. And I go, okay, if anybody wants to meet at 4, I'm good. Meaning so that way then maybe we are home a little bit earlier.
Right, exactly. I did get a text message from producer Doug said, I always want to go out as soon as I shower and get comfortable, though. I don't want to leave the house. True story. All
I
right,
hate showering to get ready.
Right. Let's do traffic and weather.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staylor on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. Entrance ramp is closed at I-475 southbound on ramp from westbound US 24, exit 4. The US 24 westbound ramp to I-475 southbound is closed due to construction, scheduled until early August. Please detour at northbound I-475 to Dussel Drive to southbound I-475. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. It's currently 45 degrees and cloudy, and for your Friday, March 15th, there will be mostly sunny skies with a high of 58. And for your nighttime, the skies will be mostly clear with a low of 35. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staylor on 107.7 The Wolf.
Twice But Nice Resale Shop. They buy and sell everything for children, gently used and new clothing, books, strollers, baby items, shoes, toys, and more. Twice But Nice Resale Shop on Sylvania Avenue between Douglas and Secor, next to Cake Art Supplies, open 7 days a week. Mention you heard this ad for an additional savings. Check them out on Facebook at Twice But Nice Toledo. Like and share their page with a 5-star review for $5 and free clothing.
Towers Armory is the premier range and gun store in the tri-state area. Our indoor ranges are warm, comfortable, and only $20 unlimited time every day. And our winter special includes everything you need for 2. Lane rental, 2 boxes of 9mm or 5.56. Unlimited pistol and rifle rentals. 2 targets. Rental eye and ear protection. All for just $79.95. We have 14 state-of-the-art programmable ranges at distances up to 130 feet. Looking for CCW or carry training? In-house one-day classes are back and forming now. So stop in and sign up today or sign up anytime at towersarmory.com. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. If you've got unwanted firearms, stop in today for a fast and responsible way to sell your firearm. We've got over 3,000 new and used firearms in stock, the largest in-stock selection of ammo and accessories. towersarmory.com.
Imagine it's the final game of the season, but your symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, are making a comeback. What should you do? Keep managing your constipation with belly pain the same old way? Or try getting ahead of your symptoms by talking to your doctor about Linzess, linaclotide. Linzess is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually.
Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, and great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Attention Northwest Ohio. Do you have a job? Do you want to drive away in a brand new Kia today? It's your lucky day. It's time for Taylor Kia's double tax refund event. You heard right. Double your tax refund up to $8,000. No W-2 needed. Taylor Kia has all your favorite Kias on the ground and ready for immediate delivery. Make no payments until spring. Past credit problems? No problem. Get a fresh start at Taylor Kia. Financing options for every buyer. Plus, get up to $6,000 over Kelly Blue Book value on any trade when we make a deal, regardless of condition. Now is the time to buy and save thousands. Double your tax refund up to $8,000 on a brand new Kia. No W-2 needed. It's that easy. It's time for Taylor Kia. Shop 24/7 at taylorauto.com or stop at one of our 3 convenient locations: Toledo, Findlay, and Lima. To qualified buyers with approved credit, all offers are mutually exclusive. Select new Kias. Offers expire 4/24.
Regan Insurance is now offering health insurance. Here's Tom Hudak to tell you about it.
We've been in business for over 50 years doing home, auto, and business insurance for families and family-owned businesses. And starting this year, we've partnered with a great local health insurance agent, and we're going to be offering health insurance.
Meet Keshna Jansen. When should we talk about our health insurance?
Anytime that a big change in your life has happened, if you got married, had children, a divorce, turning 65, people that are aging into, Medicare, those are going to be the times that they really want to call us if they lose a job, something along those lines. Basically, if you think about it, if change happens, you want to review what you have, just to make sure that you're still in the right place.
How can we get a hold of you at Regan Insurance Company, Tom?
They can call us at 419-292-0001 or online at reganins.com. It's REGANINS.com.
Head over to Hulu this March, where our new shows and movies will keep you streaming all month long. Catch the award-winning movie Poor Things, starring Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo, and Willem Dafoe. Check out the new documentary, Freaknik, The Wildest Party Never Told, about the iconic Atlanta street party. And don't miss FX's Shogun, a reimagining of the epic tale, starring Anna Sawai. So, what are you waiting for? Go stream something new on Hulu.
Hey, let's get out of here. With Audible, we could root for a lone astronaut as he tries to save Earth from disaster. Maybe go for a run with the founder of the world's biggest sneaker brand. We could get the tea on the real-life media mogul succession drama.
Hey, I got to tell you about my friends over at State Line Hot Sauce. I love State Line Sauce Company. They started 4 years ago, and they started just with the pandemic stuff going on. And now they are a family-owned company, began in 2020. And the great thing I love about them is it's hot sauce, but it's flavor-first mindset. And I always tell you, like, to me, some of the other hot sauces, they're just hot. I mean, and that's not enjoyable to me. Like, I want flavor. and they are so based in flavor with their hot sauces. It's absolutely amazing. They have the original. They've got a tropical island. The chili verde sauce is I really love, and also they have a guacamole sauce, which is good. I mean, just their sauces are just really amazing, full of flavor, which I love. So if you want to try State Line Sauce Company, you can go to StatelineSauceCo.com and you can get all the details there. And they have a deal right now where you get save $3 on orders of 3 bottles with the code 3PACK. So make sure you check out State Line Sauce Company.
Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership. Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships. Test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, K2, the Baroness. Brittany Gibbons is here from the blog Midwest Brittany and the Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast. New episode dropped today. Get it wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, Renee, our good time gal from the east side. Whoop, whoop. All right, we got a lot of news to get to. This was crazy yesterday, if you guys saw it. Damaging tornadoes moved through Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky yesterday. Our very own Steve actually got trapped right in front. He's on the highway. The highway is stopped with cars all around him. He can't move. And there's a tornado right in front of him. Happened when he was down. We'll talk to him about it coming up here in a little while. But it looks scary as hell. Has anyone ever seen a tornado in person? Nobody? I don't.
Yeah.
You have?
Well, I mean, from afar, because last year when one went through Oregon and then went and landed, I think, in Port Clinton or Put in Bay or whatever, but you could see it in the skyline.
Was it scary or no?
That way.
Because it was far away. Was it scary or not?
No.
Well, how about if it was headed towards you on your street? Would that have been scary?
I've been like, oh no, what do I do?
I had friends when the one went through Genoa years and years ago.
God, I remember that.
And they were, it was a brother and sister, and they were trapped in their closet together, and their house was completely demolished. They were safe in the closet they were in, but
I would build my house out of that closet.
Yeah.
It was near my house then too. It actually came through the Swanton area, took out our state forest, took out my fence was taken out, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I wasn't like a Midwest dad out there watching it. I was for sure right in the crawl space with my small children.
Producer Doug said plenty of videos of white people doing what white people do.
Yeah.
Right?
So my daughter lives in New Washington, which is south, and they were told to go into the basement, right? And I'm talking to her mother, and she's like, I'm looking outside. It doesn't look that bad. And she goes, I feel it's not going to be that bad. I went, do you feel like the warning is enough? And she goes, we'll see. And I was like, okay.
See, because you bang white women, you almost got your daughter killed. Hello? Hang on. Is your head going to explode? The logic. Anyway, Indiana State Police said there are many significant injuries after the tornado threw the community of Widow. What is that face?
I don't know what that face is. It's the face that my face makes when my brain hears things that I don't understand.
Whatever. Pick on Renee some more. I can't take this.
Can I have one day off?
Well, apparently you are. It's my day today.
It's not even 7:00 yet.
Police are looking for whoever hit a Springfield school bus. Ohio State troopers are investigating a hit-skip crash involving a school bus with students on board. Happened around 7:40 a.m. yesterday on Frankfort Road east of North Crissy Road in Springfield Township. Troopers say the bus was stopped while students were getting on board when a pickup truck heading eastbound sideswiped it, then didn't stop. 5 students along with the bus driver were on board, but luckily no one was hurt. That's pretty scary, though. A statement from the school said the driver of the truck drove through the extended stop arm, breaking the light. How? This had to have been drunk, right? You had to have been.
No, people are just impatient. It's the craziest.
You hit the bus, though.
It doesn't matter. Honestly, that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves is people who drive through school zones above the speed limit, and people who seem to think that they need to be somewhere that's so important that school bus stop signs don't matter.
Yeah. Did you know this though? If you're in a four lane, 2 lanes going one way, 2 lanes going the other way, and the bus is going opposite of you with his stop sign out, on the right side, you don't have to stop if you're on the right side. Because when the other day we were where a bus was, and I stopped, and Colleen's like, "You don't have to stop on this side of the road." And we looked it up. You do not have to, which I didn't know. A lot of people may not know that.
I stopped too until people just started honking at me.
Because you want to be safe. You're on the safe side. If you don't know the rule,
I learned it the embarrassing way.
This feels like it should be a law.
Right.
I was driving home this week, and there was a bus in the right lane, so in front of me. The hazards were on. But it took me a while to realize that there's no stop sign out, but kids were getting on the bus.
So do you still have to stop if the stop sign arm isn't out?
No.
But wait.
But you said
if kids are getting on the bus, this guy forgot to put his stop sign out or something.
Right. Well, then I went to drive by. So these kids are getting up on the bus, and I drove by. I'm like, well, I guess I don't have to because I have cars honking at me. And then so I went around. There's not even a bus driver in the bus.
What?
With the bus running.
What?
Yes. There was no adult in the driver's seat.
Did you do any more investigation? Or you just drove by?
No, I wanted to go. I had people honking behind me. It makes me all stressed.
Maybe it was just like, did you look and it was just a tiny driver and you just knuckles just like on the wheel?
There was nobody in the driver's seat.
Wow. I did get a text message in 419-345-3375. Said, not surprised. Every pickup driver is crazy, especially Ram trucks. What?
Stop.
Very specific.
Very specific.
I know. I love my stop.
All right.
That's not true.
It's not true. Although a lot of them are very aggressive drivers.
Yeah, people who drive trucks are very sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Tecumseh, this is so sad. A Tecumseh woman who came to the U.S. as a 1-year-old has to go back to Mexico after an immigration judge ruling. America Beltran, 22, was brought to this U.S. by her parents as a dreamer, but after a DUI arrest, she must return to Mexico or remain jailed during an appeal. So because she got a DUI, she now has to be. I feel so much safer now. Let's get rid of all these Mexicans. Send them all back.
Does she get to
Thank
at least
God.
go to if she goes back to Mexico? Does she get to stay at a resort?
No, no, they just drop her off in a place that she hasn't been since she was 1.
Here's your booking information.
Margaritaville.
Yeah.
Margaritaville. You can pick your resort.
It's poolside. You're there for, I guess, the rest of your life. Enjoy.
All inclusive, open bar.
I mean, she would have to pay for it, but I thought,
Renee, what are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
She's in some small crappy town. In
Bro, I have a question. So me giving a fact that you like white women, I get the face.
Why?
Her thinking,
just take one for the team.
Her thinking they're deported to an all-inclusive resort. She doesn't get the face
Because that is actual. I could see how she could get to that.
What?
But you telling me the fact that I have sex with white women means that I almost killed my kid.
I actually think Andrew was more spot on that one than Renee was.
Thank you, K2.
Listen,
Let me know if you want to move in, K2.
I come with a roommate.
No, he can't come. No, leave him behind. That's the point. Paul.
Wait, no. Legit. So she has to go back to Mexico,
Yes.
right? I'm gonna prove that she has legit.
She hasn't been there. That's the deal, right? So
she's never
awful. This is awful.
Yeah,
Right.
she doesn't speak Spanish.
No.
So,
This is absolutely awful.
And the fact is that you think ICE is one of the best travel agencies in the world.
It is disturbing.
Who booked your cruise? ICE?
Wait, so she had to go back to Mexico to do jail there?
No,
she's forever.
To go back there to live.
She's
Right.
deported
She was deported.
to a place that she hasn't been since she was 1 year old.
Right, but she can go anywhere, not
In
just
Mexico.
where she came from. Oh my
in
God.
Mexico here though. Like she's from here. I mean, at one you're here. You're from
technically
here.
you're from here.
Yeah.
Like,
But
you
I'm saying
I mean,
until she
Jesus,
can
her name is
get-
America.
Yeah, it's
What's her name? America. I missed that part.
yeah,
She
America
gets to
Beltran.
stay.
She gets to stay.
You get to stay. I mean, damn. It's on my license. Like the one you suspended, it says America.
America. God.
So I guess what I was
here we
saying
go.
is that until she gets
Stop saying.
established, listen.
What? Until she gets established, they're going to put her in a resort?
Okay,
Woo!
she could do it herself.
Renee, stop talking.
Please. Good Lord.
I'm
you
just
are
saying.
living in your dream world right
I
now.
know.
Just stop.
I wouldn't know what to do if I
Here we
just
go.
got dropped off in Mexico.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can do it.
That's how she feels.
I can break it down for you. You're Hungarian, right? You have Hungarian descent,
Yeah.
right?
How'd you know that?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you know that?
So,
Because he's so smart.
because I listen.
Oh.
I listen. Listen. You listen to Renee?
Do what I want to hear.
Yeah, which makes you a liability. Now, understand that if your parents were Hungarian and you were born there and you were 6 months old and they brought you to America and then you lived your life until 46 years old, you're not a naturalized citizen. You're still Hungarian by descent with no protection of the United States. Once you commit a crime, that takes all those protections from you, and then they tell you we're putting you on a plane and you have to live in Hungary from now on.
Right. I got all that.
Yeah. It's
I just
scary.
wasn't sure if they were putting her in jail to deal with that first in Mexico,
No.
or they were
gone.
just dropping
No, I
her
don't
off.
think I don't think the punishment
So
like
you guys weren't
travels.
listening. You guys
I don't
were-
think she's like paying the price. I don't think that like conviction
Right.
Right.
is like she's not. No, I think she's just deported.
Right.
Yeah.
So I did get a text message in from Consuela. Renee's live-in.
Uh-oh.
Stop drinking.
Renee's live-in maid. I make Miss Renee drive when I drink my margaritas, so I don't get sent back home. Good for you, Consuela. Paula Hicks Hudson going up against Anita Lopez for that Lucas County Commissioner seat. It's a big one.
Isn't she a state rep?
She's given that up to. She wants to be a county commissioner. We're talking about Paula Hicks. Yeah. She's giving it up to. She's running up against Anita Lopez. That's two well knowns right there.
Yeah.
So, buddy benches. This is so sweet. Buddy benches have been introduced to combat loneliness and sadness in local elementary school. It started with an entire club dedicated to kindness. Now, Regal Elementary School has two new additions to its playground called Buddy Benches. And Bethany Bowler, an intervention specialist at the elementary school, said she took 2 years to familiarize the kids with the concept of a buddy bench. She said if someone is feeling sad or lonely, they can go sit on the bench, showing their classmate they need a friend. That is so sweet. The bench is meant to teach kids the empathy. The Student in Kindness Club said they are looking forward to making more friends and making an impact in their school. How sweet is that?
Isn't technically every bench a buddy bench?
Because if it's two people,
Because
or
if it's
what?
two people, I mean, isn't like you could just sit on any bench?
I mean, every time I sit down on a bench, nobody ever joins me. It's just
well, look at your face.
I'm not sticking up for you. I'm so angry right now.
K2 is the only one who can throw breadcrumbs out, and they'll still be on the sidewalk while she's on the bench.
Right.
Even the birds were like, nope.
Not interested.
Let's see. Zenobia Shrine Circus is back in town for the 72nd year. Woo woo! Love the Shrine Circus. I will be guest ringmaster for the afternoon performance on Sunday. So if you want to come check it out, I will be riding the elephant. No, I don't know. I'm not riding the elephant, but I will be there.
That elephant's like,
Oh, screw you.
Hey, you guys are the same. Just stop.
Yeah, no, we're the same. I am in the two. I'm almost in the 2 8s now. So
Really?
you're in the 2s.
Yes.
So settle down, fatty.
Both of our weights have 8 in them.
And both of our weights have 2 starts with 2s.
That is true.
We are the same.
We are the same.
So anyway, Zenobia Shrines based in Perrysburg, which serves families and children in need across the region. James Crumbly. He's the guy who bought the gun used by his son to kill 4 students in Michigan. The Michigan school shooter has been found guilty of manslaughter. So now the dad and the mom have both been convicted over the son's school shooting. The jury took 2 days to deliberate in the action. This could have reverberations for other parents. That
it definitely does.
Yeah, right.
This is what people call precedent. Now, understand, you better be a little more vigilant with your children because now there's legal ramifications.
Yeah. Both the parents are scheduled for sentencing on April 9th.
Dude, they're saying he's looking at like 60 years.
Really? No way.
On 5 counts of involuntary manslaughter, each count carrying 10 years max, 10 to 15 years max. If they set him up for consecutive sentences, he could be doing 60 years.
Now, I'm guessing he's going to get less than the wife, probably.
No, he probably gets more because he bought the gun.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, the wife will get less than he will because he bought the gun.
Dude, his son sent him a text telling him that he heard voices.
I know.
I was hearing voices. His dad gave him some pills and told him to suck it up.
Yeah. The family of Sloan Mattingly. This is so sad to me. Sloan Mattingly, she's a 7-year-old girl who died after getting buried in the sand. Therese Mattingly's 2 children were playing in the sand while the family was vacationing in Florida last month when suddenly it just became chaos and horror. The mother told Good Morning America. Sloan Mattingly, 7, and her brother Maddox, 9, were both buried when the hole they were digging at the Lauderdale by the Sea beach collapsed on February 20th. Authorities said Maddox was uninjured, but Sloan died at the hospital. Now her parents are speaking out for the first time. That is the worst way to die, just being crushed by sand, and you can't breathe, and every time you breathe, you're getting sand in you. This poor little 7-year-old, I can't even right now. I guess you got to be careful. I don't know.
I think of how many times I did that with my kids.
Nope.
Sure.
You dig holes knee deep. That's as deep as you go, Bubba. Knee deep.
God. Alec Baldwin sounds a lot like his nemesis Donald Trump when he says that the manslaughter charges, he needs them dismissed because the jury was rigged. He wants to be let off the hook for the Rust manslaughter case. The actor and his attorney filed new docs where he said the criminal case should be completely tossed, arguing the grand jury process was completely rigged by the DA's office. So there you go. What else? A man with a chainsaw is in custody after a nearly 3-hour standoff with police.
You just got to wait for that to run out of gas.
If you're cops, right?
You're just like, post up, buddy. He ain't nowhere near a gas station, a BP. He will eventually stop.
Here's the LAPD talking about it.
They attempted to approach the suspect. He was outside his vehicle. He was uncooperative, became combative. So they took a step back to de-escalate the situation. At one point, he recovered one of his chainsaws from the back of the truck, and he started the chainsaw. So the officers maintained their distance. At this point, he began to pour some gasoline in the back of the truck, and part of that gasoline fell on his pants. He did have a lighter as well.
Light himself on fire?
With a chain. How many people have ever started a chainsaw on a first pull? You ain't got
I just had to call my dad over to do it. Last week, I'm not kidding you guys. I could not start it.
Why were you using a chainsaw?
I had a tree that fell, and I was sick of looking at it.
Look at you.
I like that.
God.
I can't even start a lawnmower, like a push lawnmower.
Nothing that I
or
have
a weed
to pull.
whacker. Yeah, I cannot.
You're so earthy. I like it. Cop fends off an aggressive turkey during a traffic stop. A Florida police officer had to get control of an aggressive turkey.
Chicken. Get your up to date. What is? Huh?
He kept calling it a chicken,
and that's why.
He got mad.
He got mad.
The turkey got mad.
It's like calling somebody from Mexico a Puerto Rican. Like, you don't do that.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Back up. Here's your stuff back. I'll be right back, man. Give me a second. Except for I'm getting a pack of chicken right now.
Chicken. How do you not know the difference between a chicken and a turkey?
Sir, you should be taken off the force immediately.
Right?
If you can't make that determination, I can't trust you with people.
Duh. Well, this couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, a nicer fellow. So they shot off the rocket yesterday, the SpaceX rocket. It's the largest ever, the one that Elon Musk wants to use to land us on Mars. Well, it went fast enough to reach orbit for the first time because it exploded during reentry, but that's still progress. Well, now they lost track of it and it just exploded. So.
Oh, okay. As long as it exploded.
Hey, dude,
I can't have it just floating around in there.
It's Elon Musk. I'm happy for that. Police are telling people, check this out. They're so nice in Canada. Toronto police are saying that people should let thieves steal their cars during a carjacking situation and leave their keys at their front door for easy access. They're suggesting this to avoid any violent confrontation. They don't want any violent confrontation. If someone wants your car, just let them take it. Here is a Toronto police officer.
To prevent the possibility of being attacked in your home, leave your fobs at your front door because they're breaking into your home to steal your car. They don't want anything else. A lot of them that they're arresting have guns on them, and they're not toy guns. They're real guns. They're loaded.
So just leave your car, your fob right on the porch.
There's no other solutions.
That is the whitest of white countries. Look, you're gonna get robbed anyway. Just leave your fob right in front of the door.
You're right.
It's true because
listen, he needs your car. He's got some errands.
You know, we're just trying to be friendly.
Let people borrow your car.
And what you need to do is make sure the tank is full for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Return it with. Honestly, that's more than my teenagers do. I would let you just take my car. If you promise to fill it back up and clean it, you can take my car.
Why do they think that they're only they're only going to break in to get the car keys and steal the car?
I guess that's what they're seeing a big influx of is like car theft. But
unless they're like, and look at yourself. No one wants to. They're not breaking in to have sex with you.
Nobody's trying to assault you. You're ugly.
God.
You're not assaultable. Just understand that they just want your Toyota Camry. Oh.
So there was at one time a bunch of break-ins in my neighborhood where they would just walk in the outskirts of the subdivision and just open up because people don't lock their sliding doors, and that all the houses usually in a subdivision are pretty much built the same way.
Yeah.
So they just knew that you open up the sliding door, the island is right there, and where do women usually put their purses is right on the island. So they would just grab the purse. Like my friend, I think everything was in her purse when they found it, except for they took her car.
Oh,
I know.
Crazy.
Did they leave the water on?
The water.
They turned the faucets on before they left.
And just plug them.
You know, just like water bandits.
Why would
Oh
they
my
leave
God.
the water?
I don't know.
Take his drink away.
Yeah, I know. Stop drinking. Give me your drink.
Some of these are just for Brittany. I don't care if anybody else laughs.
She laughs.
She's like, I see the flicker, and she's like, "That was clever," and I'm okay.
That's because she only comes once a week.
Yeah, he always wants to show off with a new pretty girl every time.
Just
every time.
Whether it's Andy Joe, whether it's
Take
Brittany.
a wet bandit joke. I will.
See?
Wet bandit joke.
We discussed last night how much we love you, Brittany.
Really?
Yeah, me and Demetrius had
I'm
a
like the
discussion
biggest
last
fan
night.
of you guys.
We
Thank you.
had a discussion last night how much we love you.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Guys.
We love you so much we don't want to hang out with you. Besides radio.
Why? I don't know what she said.
No, that's
because they're like leaving the house.
Why?
They're respecting my form of friendship.
Oh, all right. All
But
right.
if you ever want to come over and sit on the couch with us, you're more than welcome to on your sweat.
That is the news.
Sanctuary.
That is the news. Here's traffic and weather.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staler on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time
Ooga,
traffic. Entrance ramp is closed.
It's a chicken. No, it's a wolf.
The US 24 eastbound ramp to I-475 southbound is closed due to construction scheduled until early May. Detour northbound I-475 to Dussel Drive to southbound I-475. 1077 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon. Or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. It's currently 45 degrees and cloudy, and for your Friday, March 15th, there will be mostly sunny skies with a high of 58. And for your nighttime, the skies will be mostly clear with a low of 35. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staylor on 1077 The Wolf.
Hey, it's Amy Davis. If you're wondering if you need a new furnace, Tom from Wojo's can send you in the right direction.
If you have PVC running out of the side of your house for your vent, it means you have a high efficient furnace already. If it's running good, I would just have it clean and checked. But if you have an older furnace with a metal vent going out of your chimney, you'll absolutely save money, and it will pay back in a shorter period of time by putting the 90% plus furnaces in.
So how do we get a hold of you?
419-693-3220 or on the web at wojosheating.com.
We all know Toledo is the place where brands go to test new food and drink product. Well, Toledo is doing it again. A brand new adult beverage has taken over the 419. There's nothing like it in the country. Turtles Brew Sweet Tea and Bourbon, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. It comes in some amazing flavors, such as cherry lime sweet tea and bourbon, orange vanilla sweet tea and bourbon, raspberry peach sweet tea and bourbon, and many more flavors are coming soon. Get Turtles Brew at
Marino's Beverage Depot, Vulcan Wine and Liquor, Sean's Irish Tavern, all 3 locations, Glass City Beverage Center, Joseph's Beverage Center.
or ask for it by name at your favorite bar, restaurant, or where you purchase your adult beverages. If you know an establishment that should carry Turtles Brew, drop us a line at turtlesbrew.com. A portion of all sales is donated to support efforts to save sea turtles. Turtles Brew, a bourbon lover's tea.
Glass City Canine are the Toledo dog training experts, offering training for dogs and puppies. We focus on the most common problems dog owners have in getting along with their pooches. Things like leash training, obedience training, aggressive dog training, correcting bad habits like chewing on your favorite pair of shoes, that sort of thing. Schedule a free, no-obligation session to give us a chance to meet and see if we're a good fit for you and your dog. Call 419-902-1344 or online at glasscitycanine.com. Glass City Canine, Toledo's dog training experts.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Inc. card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5.
Got to tell you, my friends over at Furniture Palace, Toledo's largest locally owned furniture store. Concept is simple: quality, name brand furniture and mattresses you get at the major stores in town, but at the guaranteed lowest prices in town. Doesn't matter if you have good credit, doesn't matter if you have bad credit. They're going to take care of you with that no credit needed financing. Get the furniture or mattress of your dreams today. Oh, how nice would it be to sleep the weekend on a brand new mattress? Yes, please. Furniture Palace, Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, Southwood, Navarre Avenue, Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. Coming up in 30 seconds, Steve Sleaze on the 50s, brought to you in part by Med One Care.
Need a little more help in the home? You need therapy, but you don't want to go to a nursing home. Med One Care has all the answers and more. Med One Care offers home health, medical staffing, and outpatient therapy and rehab. Med One Care is the only 5-star rated home health agency in the area. Need a great job? Med One Care is hiring, competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and no mandates. Med One Care is also the Toledo Blade's top workplace to be 3 years in a row. So it's easy to see. Med One Care is the place to be. So give them a call, 419-866-0555, and tell them Steve sent you.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze on the 50s. Hey, Steve.
Child, baby, he lives.
Steve,
I'm telling you.
Steve, I was worried about you. For those who don't know, those tornadoes that went through Kentucky and Indiana and Ohio, Steve, you got caught right in. Like you were stuck in traffic and you could see the tornado right in front of you. You took pictures and video.
Right in front of us. I was like, what is going? So I left the Cincinnati area. It was probably like right around 6:30. And then as I'm driving, heading 75 north, I got a couple of phone calls. Like my friend Evan calls. He's like, hey, bro, are you on your way back home? And I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way home as we speak because I'm trying to beat these storms. And he's like, well, you be careful because he said like there's tornado watches up and everything. So I'm like, I probably should switch to a radio station so I could get updated weather. So as I'm driving and I'm like, well, there's nothing happening. I'm like, it's sunny because it was like 77, almost 80 degrees in the Cincinnati Dayton area. So I'm driving and then Kevin calls me. He's like, hey, are you on your way home? And I said, yeah, I'm trying to get home and beat these storms. He goes, I don't think you're going to beat the storms. He goes, where are you? I said, I'm just right, outside of Dayton. I said, I'm heading towards Wapakoneta and St. Mary's area. He says, that's where the storms are heading. And so all of a sudden on the radio station, they're saying, people, you need to be careful. You're heading towards Wapakoneta, St. Mary's, Bakkens area. So all of a sudden, as I'm driving, I can see it like it is pitch black. I can see the lightning. And so you're heading north. The storms were coming from the west, and you could see it coming like everything in the east. So I get to the Bakkens area, and then all of a sudden, like on the radio station said, like, they're telling people to take cover. And then I just see these dark, I mean, it is black. And then the rain just started, it just hitting. So I'm right at Bakkens, and then all of a sudden on my phone, there's number of alerts, and the alerts are actually where the tornadoes are. They're like, tornado warning, you need to take cover, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh God, this is not good. So all of a sudden I just see a sea of like brake lights just hit, and the wind just gusted. I could feel, I'm driving like a heavy SUV. I could feel like my car tipping left and right. I'm like, oh God, this is not good. And so the windshield wipers are blowing. Like you could not go. Everybody on 75 came to a stop. I'm watching southbound on the other side and no cars. I'm like, oh, this is not good. Sitting in there, and then all of a sudden more alerts are calling off. I couldn't even get any. I had no cell signal at all, so I can't call anybody. I'm like, who am I going to call? And I'm like, oh, this is bad. All of a sudden you could just see like right in front of us, just pitch black, and hail is just pummeling the car. I'm like, oh God, this is it. I'm going to die. I'm like, I was glad I didn't have the Duchess. She would have been traumatized. That's all I'm saying.
Now, they say that if this happens, you're supposed to abandon your car
and run into a ditch.
Yeah. But who would do that?
As soon as I saw Hunt, my ass is out my car in a ditch.
Really?
Yes.
You would do that?
Yes.
Well, Steve, why didn't you jump out of the car and go to a ditch and lay down?
What?
I wouldn't do that.
Like, I'm not doing that.
No, I'm not
either.
So that's the conversation. That's the conversation I want to have with the Lord. Hey, so how'd you get here? Refused to get out of my car.
I wouldn't get.
I didn't want to get my suit dirty.
That is the dumbest advice ever. Like I don't care. I know it could pick the car up, but I'm staying in the car. Like I'm not just going to leave.
The way that hail was coming, I'm like, I'm going to get pelted to death. Like staying in the car. I'm like, oh my God. So then I started seeing some, then like the hail was the bad part. I'm like, oh my God, I'm glad this is not my car and a company car, because if there's gonna be some damage, it ain't gonna be my car.
It's a company car.
Lord. So, Steve, so were you scared?
I I really thought that was it. Because you couldn't see anything. That's the thing. It was pitch black, and the rain and the hail was so bad you couldn't tell. I mean, that tornado could have been like it literally could have been like 12 feet in front of me. I mean, you could not see anything, and I'm feeling the car shake. And then all these other people, you couldn't see. So I was like, and then the sound of the rain and the hail was so intense, you couldn't hear the radio. You couldn't hear the alerts on your phone. I was like, I'm like, this is bad. So then after a while, I started seeing a couple cars moving forward. And then I'm like, oh, maybe it went past us. And then when I get towards Botkins and a little bit more towards St. Mary's, there are cars like flipped over from the wind. I see on the south side, and some of the cars were flipped over on the north side. And I'm like, oh my God. I said the tornado was probably right in front of us. I could not believe what was happening. So then my phone had service again. People are calling me. So now I'm getting towards the Lima area, and there's still some dicey weather, but we were right in the center of it.
I have some text message in 419-345-3375. One of the most important important apps to have is Weather Radar app. Pulling over and checking at least before you start traveling is key, and knowing how to interpret the radar is important as well. Someone else said, what was the poop to pants ratio at the end of this?
Poop to pants ratio were full, honey. It was a squishy ride all the way back to 75, honey. Squishy ride.
Man, that is had you ever seen you've never seen a tornado before, right? No one in this room has ever actually seen a tornado in person. Really?
Before.
Oh,
yeah, wow. I saw one before. It was when I was working over on like at Sunrise Gymnastics in Holland, Sylvania. When this was like probably 15 years ago, we saw one. So, but this one was right in front of us, and I was just like, close my eyes. I'm like, God, if this is the moment, well, hey, I lived a good life, because I really thought that was going to be it.
Wow,
because you didn't know, you couldn't see. That was the thing. I was like, oh,
there's some pictures and videos on our Facebook page of Steve's harrowing journey yesterday home from the Cincinnati Dayton area. All right, well, I'm glad you're okay, Steve. Thank God you made it, because what would we do without Sleaze? Demetrius had to do it yesterday, and we missed you.
He did a great job.
He did.
He's the new backup.
He is. All right, what's going on in Sleaze, Steve?
So I can't wait. I saw a little clip of this yesterday before I left, and the NSYNC reunited for a surprise performance at Justin Timberlake's album release show. So this was on Wednesday night. It was their first live performance since the 2013 MTV Video Awards. So the guys performed the 4-song set of Girlfriend, Bye Bye Bye, It's Gonna Be May, and their new song Paradise. Oh,
dude,
got the audio.
I got to tell you that TikTok was losing its mind yesterday with this video of the NSYNC reunion and performance. And I don't know if anyone saw it.
Genius.
What do you mean?
Because what better way to distract these people who were hating on you because of the Britney Spears thing than to give them what they want more than anything else, and that is an NSYNC reunion tour.
I told you. I called this because I said before, at first, Justin didn't want to have anything to do with the other guys because he was too big a star. And now he's desperate to get with the other guys because of all the bad publicity he's had over the years. And he needed this. By the way, it looked like he was wearing his dad's suit.
Right?
Dude, the suit Justin was wearing is huge. On him.
The style.
I'm like, were you back in the locker room and grabbed Shaquille O'Neal's suit or something? Because this thing is huge on him.
It was big.
It looks so sloppy.
I know.
Like
I loved you endlessly when you were there for me. So now it's time to leave and leave alone. I know that I can't take no more. It ain't no lie. I don't want to see you now.
Man, you are dead inside if you don't hear that right there and have a big ass smile on your face. Sounded amazing.
Oh yeah, because the rest of them have been practicing for this day.
Well, yeah.
Every day in the mirror, it's gonna come. Their wives are like, "Stop it!"
They were waiting.
You ain't ever gonna call.
Every bad story about Justin Timberlake, they were like, "Yes, one step closer to this reunion."
me.
Oh Jesus! So true. Wow. Well, that's exciting if they get back together and they got a new song out. What else, Steve? I'll try this one more time. Hold on. Are you there? You there? All right, we'll check back with Steve the next hour. Hopefully we'll get him all taken care of. All right, that is the Steve Sleaze, brought to you in part by our good friends over at Cocina de Carlos. Went to Waterville yesterday. I had the enchiladas supremas. I had the red sauce and the green sauce, and even threw a little queso on top. Oh man! And then one chicken, one ground beef, and one steak. Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Cocina de Carlos, Waterville, Perrysburg, and of course Lupita's Cantina in downtown Perrysburg, voted the best Mexican food in all of Toledo for 2023.
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, we have hundreds of nice newer vehicles to choose from at Nationwide Auto Finance. Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 1077 The Wolf.
The hottest mixes in the 419. DJ Insane.
The one on the flamboyant temper, just toss that ham in the frying pan. Like bam, done when I come and slam. Yeah, I feel like the sun is sand. Don't make me wet. Hectic, the check got me going like General Electric. Yeah, the lights are blinking. I'm thinking it's all over when I go out drinking. Oh, slow. That's why I don't. Bro, I can maintain. You know what it says. Don't tell me to stop. You speak around, make it what you want. No one be on what you keep talking. Beaters be so versatile. I said, anyone that you wanna hear, oh child. Brother, what you never had to do right now. I brought the microphone to the very last time. Look at you battle me, I feel real bad. People always say my style is wild. You got call, you got that to me, I'm a rap on fire. If you wanna know, don't eat tonight. Coming from the ears to take my side. Go on, let my rhymes out, child. You want me to enter.
You got $100 bill, put your hands up. You got a $50 bill, put your hands up. You got a $20 bill, put your hands up. You got a $10 bill, put your hands up. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, oh, single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, all the chicken heads, be quiet. All the chicken heads, be quiet. All the chicken heads, be quiet. Yeah, baby, stop it. It's no face, brother, sing along. Come on. Yeah, all the good looking women sing along. I can't hear y'all. What's your Zodiac? What's your Zodiac? I can't hear y'all. What's your Zodiac? It's the guy. You got short. You got short. It's the God boy on your head. It's the God boy on your head. From your ear to your sleeves, even you got a weed up.
But what you saying, yo? Silly with my 9 milli with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You don't want to violate, really and truly, yo. My main thug, named Julio, he moody, yo. I would slap you with the tulio. Scared to death, act fruity, yo. That looking shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she shake it make me want to get all in the yo. Top, just hit the banging and videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Get with the you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all your then wear clothes. Style like my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you with lyrical player pros like that. Really want to party with me. That means he is what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight up, hollering in the place to be. If you really want to party with me, that means he's what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight up, hollering in the place to be. If you really want to party with me, and all we trust. Yo, it's the must that you heard of us, yo, we wondering if it's serious. I mean, if the way it's so mysterious. Serious, all of my to serious. Just be walking around hearing us. Like you don't want to be hearing us. Gotta listen to Ari be playing us.
I'm not a player, I was crushing out.
What you're looking for.
I'm not a player, I was crushing out.
Still down below.
Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Lance is out today, but K2 is here. Brittany Gibbons is here from Midwest Brittany Blog and the Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast. New episode is up today. And Renee, our good time gal from the East Side. Whoop, whoop. A couple of quick things I wanted to get to. Interesting bits of information. Chick-fil-A is expanding again in Northwest Ohio. They have a new location coming to Maumee.
Where's it going?
It's going to be over, you know, where the 475 Dussel exit is, that exit 6 there. It's going to be by the old Max and Irma's.
Oh, good.
I don't know if it's going to be the Max and Irma's, but right around there. Let me look.
I look forward to the
old
traffic
Max
issues.
and Irma's.
What's that?
I look forward to the traffic backups there. It's going to be amazing.
You know, see, no, Renee, it says the property near the vacant Max and Irma's.
Okay.
So I don't know, the corner of Dussel and Arrowhead, it says. Construction could begin as soon as May. And then I don't understand your people's fascination with gas stations, but Sheetz is going to break ground on its first Northwest Ohio location at the entry to side cut crossings in Maumee in April. It's located off the Anthony Wayne Trail between Monclova and Ford Street. They need a gas station there.
I can't get a Trader Joe's.
What? Yeah. So what's so special about Sheetz?
It's Sheetz. It's Buckeyes. Where they Buc-ee's?
It's like the northern Buc-ee's, I think. It's
But
like
what,
nice.
what does that mean?
I think they have a bunch of food there, and their restrooms are clean and nice. I would have taken a Buc-ee's.
You guys are fascinated with these.
Yeah,
People are getting so excited over these gas stations.
I would have taken a Buc-ee's because, I mean, Sheetz just doesn't make me feel comfortable.
No, I can imagine not.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not going
thank you.
like you say.
feel you.
Are you going to go to Sheetz? No, no. You might as well invite me to Hoods.
Sheets, hoods, whatever.
It's all the same to
Doesn't
me.
Sheets make you feel like you want to just slide in?
No, it makes me feel like I want to call the police.
And here's another piece of information that Brittany just sent me. Brandywine Country Club in Maumee. So this is all Maumee news today. Brandywine Country Club in Maumee is up for sale. Thursday, April 25th is the auction. It's going up for $2.6 million. So there you go. They're calling it one of the most iconic properties in all of Northwest Ohio, selling at auction. Brandywine, 174 acres of rolling hills and a challenging 18-hole golf course designed by Arthur Hill.
Yeah.
I think that's a big deal, right?
It's a great course.
Yeah, it's
It's definitely challenging. You need a boat to complete it.
Why? Why do you need a boat?
It's like underwater.
It floods.
Does it flood?
Oh my God.
If it sprinkles, it
It
floods.
floods.
But otherwise, it's a good course.
But it's very pretty.
Yeah.
So that's a third interesting information.
You know,
about
that's
mommy.
like Dr. D's second home.
I know. I wonder if
So-
she's going to try to buy it.
So she, I was texting with her already. She said everybody's already joking about her buying it, but she does not plan to.
She should actually sell her home, just buy it, and live at the courts,
yeah.
like Trump style.
Yeah.
Like Dr. D just getting up in the morning. She's got her slippers on. You're there to
We'll
go
call it
golfing.
the Serenity Country Club.
Yeah, she could totally turn it into a spa. What man wouldn't want to go golf and then come in and get a massage?
Well, no, while the husband's golfing, for those women that don't golf,
right,
the girls can go to the spa for the day and they can meet up for the pool for dinner in the pool at the end of the day.
That's right, because that's exactly what I want. I want my significant other close to me when I'm doing something that I love. Yes. So
of course you would. Why wouldn't
If
you?
you have
that they
the
can
right
ruin
one, you do.
Oh,
They could
exactly.
ruin
Renee.
it.
No, if you have the right one, you absolutely would. And then I have an inbox issue that came in overnight. They were asking, they wanted to know if you would confront a litter bug because they're a little disappointed in themselves. She said, I was in line at the drive-through ATM and she saw the car in front of her throw a lunch bag or fast food bag or something out the passenger window. There were 2 cars in front of her. So she had so much time to think about it and what she saw. So she was able to process it. She was able to do all that. And she wanted to pick up the trash and throw it back in the car. But the windows were tinted and she had no idea. Is there a nun in there? Is there a UFC fighter in there? Like she let the outrage, but she didn't know if some punk kids were in there. So she didn't know what to do. So she did nothing. And now she feels guilty that she actually just sat there, watched it happen, had plenty of time to process, and didn't do anything. So she's saying, what would you guys have done? Should I feel bad about me not doing anything?
She could have gotten out of her car and just picked up the litter.
Right.
Why are you clapping, Demetrius?
Because that's what a normal person would do. Why would you feel the need to confront some? Look, I pick up litter all the time that I have not dropped. I've seen people throw things on the floor. I just pick it up and throw it away. What do you think you accomplish by accosting somebody?
But when you see them do it, and it's so blatant, like you're in the line at a bank and you're just throwing food out, bags of food out the window. Come on, we don't do that anymore. We haven't.
Who's we?
We haven't done it in 50 years.
Who's we? Who are we? I don't know who we are when you say we haven't done this. in 50 years.
Normal society. Well, remember how you said we all need to follow some code of the way we need to run a society?
Okay.
Well, this follows under the code. Go ahead, KT.
So like even when I'm chewing gum, like I can only chew gum for like 2 minutes
I know,
and then
me too.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I feel bad even throwing that out the window.
Right.
I know.
Or I still occasionally will have a cigarette. And if I do, it's in my car, and I feel bad even putting that out the car window.
So you imagine throwing bags of fast food out the window? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Well, just say something. Like, why would you?
Don't say.
Can you give him the finger at least? Like the wave, the finger wave.
In today's world, you cannot.
That's what she's
confront
saying.
Anybody
That's what I
about
think.
anything?
Like it's too
Go ahead,
scary.
Brittany.
It's too scary to you never know what person you're
Yeah.
gonna
Like
encounter when you're throwing trash.
I
back
don't
at the person who
understand.
threw it out.
Yeah, I don't understand how people get brave over little crimes. You know, I see somebody litter. Oh, now I can say something. But if I see somebody get hit, I mind my own business, right? Your courage is I would say is clearly how I'm looking for a word. It is. Your courage depends on the situation, I guess. If it's super bad, yeah, then you mind your own business. But then you see somebody litter, then you want to be big guy in a car seat.
Well, you're not going to step in on a murder.
You know what I would do? I would have gotten out of my car while that car was still sitting there. If it was like if they threw it out while they were sitting there, and I would have went and picked up the litter while the car was still sitting there.
I think that's probably that's probably the best way to handle it.
I would have passive aggressively.
Right.
Yeah. And then I would have rolled down my window and went like, "Can you take this too?" I see you're picking up stuff.
So what would you have done? 419-345-3375, or you can call us 419-464-9292. Renee, you're quiet over there. What would you have done? Did she do the right thing? Should she feel guilty?
I would just go pick it up.
You'd get out of your car and pick it up?
You would not.
I think you would ignore
You
it.
would pick it up.
Absolutely.
You get out of your
Really?
car.
I always pick up trash.
But even when you're in your car, like you have to put it in park and you get out of your car and walk over there and pick it up?
If I saw it,
You would? Okay.
Yeah.
I would not. I would probably ignore it.
And I mean, I've done it where I've seen it and I would bend down and I would just look at the person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got this.
I think that's the best way that it could have been handled. Probably just go pick it up for them, like right while they're there.
Right.
Um,
Just to give them a little, because the next time they do it, they're going to be like, oh, remember that girl?
Oh, no, they're not. God bless you. But,
You don't think so?
Oh, no.
I do.
No, people who litter don't go, wow. You know, it's like people who read bumper stickers. Like when you put a bumper sticker on the back of your car, do you think you're changing the world? Like, do you think all of a sudden I read, peace, love, and I'm like, oh, thanks, bumper sticker. I was wondering about that.
Now I'm going to practice peace, love.
Now I'm going to vote.
Yes. I was waffling until I saw Bernie Sanders 2024.
Right. But I think sometimes little signs like that do help you. I remember feeling like I was like really like just one of those days where you think your world is crumbling, whatever. And I was driving down the expressway and the Cornerstone Church, their little billboard that says, you matter. And I'm like, oh, you're damn right. I matter.
And that's yes. That's how we created Renee.
Tell them, Queen.
Cornerstone.
My damn straight. I matter. My life is good.
Or like you pass a bumper sticker, Jesus loves you. You're like, that's a sign.
Right.
Like, you know how many people you have affected by that? I mean, just by someone getting behind
I
you.
was having a horrible day. I remember. And I was just like, oh,
you matter, Renee.
life is good. I got this.
Look at that.
I just sent a text to John to tell him to rent that digital sign for things that he wants.
Consuela, too. She can use her whole paycheck.
God says you should touch your husband.
You know what I did? You know what I just saw, John? Cornerstone Church.
Jesus wants me to do that.
Whatever. From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staylor on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. Construction work at I-475 northbound between US 24 exit 4 and Airport Highway exit 8. Expected lane restrictions for I-475 widening and construction of a new interchange at US Route 20A through this year. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. It's currently 45 degrees and cloudy, and for your Friday, March 15th, there will be mostly sunny skies with a high of 58. And for your nighttime, the skies will be mostly clear with a low of 35. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staylor on 107.7 The Wolf.
Hey, I got a text message in at 419-345-3375. So I walk on a trail and found a grocery store bag of garbage full. Found an address and an old car registration. So I took it there and left it in their driveway. Yes, I love
Let me
it.
get this straight. You rummaged through garbage.
Yep.
You opened the bag.
Yep.
Rummaged through garbage to find an address.
And then drove there.
And then
Use your
drove
own
there.
gas to drive there.
Right.
I love it.
How many
And what
garbage
if it's
cans
not
did you drive
theirs?
by? How many dumpsters did you drive by?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You made the point. I'm with you. This one says, I would have personally got out of my car, picked up that person's effing trash, then walk over to their car and set it on the hood of their car. And then I would have went back to my car and get in like nothing happened. That way that person wouldn't have a choice but to get out of the car, pick up the trash on top of their hood and throw it away themselves. They could have thrown it into your window and then started a huge fight and then shot you at the end.
Yeah.
Either way.
I don't think you know how momentum works, ma'am. I could just accelerate and the bag will fall off.
I would have put it on the top of their car. Not gonna.
Well, then it's just gonna blow off, and if they litter, they don't care if it blows off their car. Anyways, we didn't know about it.
And this one said, "You know what, Demetrius? I walked there. It was close. I didn't even use my car or any gas." So there you go. All right, we'll be right back. You got to tell my friends.
Crazy.
What?
You're just walking there like some broke ass Santa with a bag of trash over your shoulder.
All right, I'm going to tell you my friends over at State Line Sauce Company, our brand new sponsor. State Line Sauce. If you go to Queso Kitchen and get some grub, you're going to see State Line Sauce will be the only hot sauce that we have on our truck because we love it that much. I am a huge fan of it. Not only is it hot, but the flavor, it's flavorful, and that's what a lot of hot sauces miss is the flavor. Whether you're going with the mango habanero, whether you're going with the tropical island, whether you're going with the Cali Verde or the traditional, they're all absolutely delicious. Get your bottle of a State Line sauce. You can go to statelinesauceco.com and go to shop. And then they have, if you buy 3 bottles, you get $3 off your order. Check it out. State Line Sauce Company. I love it. I'm a huge fan, actually. So there you go. If you buy 3 bottles, you get $3 off.
Auto Finance, and I'm crazy enough to do whatever it takes to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle. To prove it, I'm getting my entire body waxed, starting with my
To be honest, Honest Abe doesn't have to get his body waxed to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle at Nationwide Auto Finance.
To prove it, I'm getting my waxed,
Our guarantee approval is enough for that. To be honest, Honest Abe doesn't have to get his body waxed. Nationwide has the largest inventory of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And with great warranties available, you know they're reliable.
Plus, push, pull, or drag your current vehicle in. We take anything as trade, and cha-cha-cha! I didn't even know I had hair there.
Find out more at nationwidetoledo.com. Then experience car buying the way it was meant to be at Nationwide Auto Finance. 2121 Woodville Road.
Come in for deals even crazier than me.
Visit nationwidetoledo.com.
Having the prettiest yard on the block begins with a trip to the Village Orchard. Fun wind spinners, chimes, and garden accents will have your yard the talk of the town. The Village Orchard, garden gifts and home accents at the Shops at Carson Block, 24175 Front Street, downtown Grand Rapids. Make a day of it with the entire family at the Village Orchard, part of the Shops at Carson Block.
Towers Armory is the premier range and gun store in the tri-state area. Our indoor ranges are warm, comfortable, and only $20 unlimited time every day. And our winter special includes everything you need for 2. Lane rental, 2 boxes of 9mm or 5.56, unlimited pistol and rifle rentals, 2 targets, rental eye and ear protection, all for just $79.95. We have 14 state-of-the-art programmable ranges at distances up to 130 feet. Looking for CCW or carry training? In-house one-day classes are back and forming now. So stop in and sign up today or sign up anytime at towersarmory.com. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. If you've got unwanted firearms, stop in today for a fast and responsible way to sell your firearm. We've got over 3,000 new and used firearms in stock. The largest in-stock selection of ammo and accessories. towersarmory.com.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Attention Northwest Ohio. Do you have a job? Do you want to drive away in a brand new Hyundai today? It's your lucky day. It's time for Taylor Hyundai's double tax refund event. You heard right. Double your tax refund up to $8,000. No W-2 needed. Taylor Hyundai has all your favorite Hyundais on the ground and ready for immediate delivery. Make no payments until spring. Past credit problems? No problem. Get a fresh start at Taylor Hyundai. Financing options for every buyer. Plus, get up to $6,000 over Kelly Blue Book value on any trade when we make a deal, regardless of condition. Now is the time to buy and save thousands. Double your tax refund up to $8,000 on a brand new Hyundai. No W-2 needed. It's that easy. It's time for Taylor. Taylor Hyundai. Shop 24/7 at TaylorAuto.com or stop in one of our 3 convenient locations: Toledo, Perrysburg, and Findlay. Qualified buyers may be all offers are exclusive and outstanding Hyundai's offers expire 4/3/24.
Bash on the Bay is back in 2024, starring Jelly Roll with Oliver Anthony and Warren Ziders August 21st. Party with Ernest August 22nd. 2 incredible concerts at Hood Bay Airport. It's Northern Ohio's biggest party of the summer. On sale now at eTix.com. Bash on the Bay, starring Jelly Roll, Party, and more.
Taco Bell just dropped the new Cravings Value Menu. Now you can get 10 items for $3 or less, which means you can get the food you want for the price you want. It's almost like you can have your cake and eat it too. But in this case, it's a double stack taco from the new Cravings Value Menu. So basically, you can have your
Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership. Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships. Test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, K2 the Baroness. Brittany Gibbons is here from the blog Midwest Brittany and the Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast. Download new episodes right now wherever you get your podcast. And Renee, our good time gal from the east side. Well, hold on.
Microphone.
What's going on? You put the microphone in front of your face. There.
You have to turn it on. Don't act like it was my fault.
It was under your chin. It was under your chin.
Yep, that's what he said.
Well, yeah, right.
That's not how it works. It doesn't go under your chin. Man, you need to figure out how this thing works.
I don't want it there.
I think you're nearsighted, ma'am. Your depth perception's all messed up.
Let's get into a Gen Z report. We haven't done this in a while. There's so much Gen Z news out there right now.
Now let's again.
Oh,
what is
here we go.
What
I
is
don't
Gen
know.
Z? What's the
I
ages?
don't know.
I just want to know.
I'm going to Google it right now.
Thank you.
For people who don't know, like me.
Yeah,
I
Gen
didn't
Z.
know this generation thing wasn't
Born in the late 1990s and early 2000s.
Okay, thank you.
So they're in their 20s basically. And nearly half of young adults have money dysmorphia. They say it's a new term. Money dysmorphia aims to describe the distorted view of one's finances that nearly 1/3 of Americans, younger Americans, say they now experience, according to a recent report by Credit Karma, often from comparing their financial situation to others and feeling inadequate. Money dysmorphia is kind of today's version of keeping up with the Joneses. And not surprisingly, money dysmorphia is even more prevalent among this younger generation. They say 40 to 43. Because what it is you see all these people online. Yeah, people on Facebook, and they're driving their Bugattis that there's someone else there. They have a picture in front of it, but it's somebody else's, and they're taking a picture on these with all this fancy stuff, but it's not theirs a lot of times. But that's what people see, and that's what they compare themselves to, and that's how we get where we're at. They say that Gen Z and millennials as well.
And what's millennials?
Oh, yeah.
For people who don't know, shouted it for the people in the back.
Late 90s is for Gen Z.
2000s, right?
So the millennials is. Oh wait, hold this. This is Wikipedia is too much. Okay, anyone born between 1981 and 1996 is a millennial.
Okay. There you go. 81 to 96, you said?
Yeah.
All right.
So what am I? What's before millennials?
Oh my God, you're old as F.
What year were you born?
Oh, 79.
So you're Generation X, right?
Yeah. Is that what that is?
So
I think
I was 81, so I'm an elder millennial. Is what they call it.
Elder millennial. Does that come with the staff and a cloak?
Right?
It does. We are seen as my generation shaman. They come to me.
We have
generation shaman, and I'm like Yoda. For
we have
the young
spoken
ones.
into Google Maps to bring us to you, madam. Please impart some more PDFs upon us. I've airdropped you knowledge.
I've been saying that this is going to be an issue. I knew it. I called this years ago. Gen Z and millennials are turning into hunchbacks thanks to mobile devices, according to chiropractors, because you're hunched over staring at your phones for like it can't be like you should be good posture back like this. You're scrunched over your phone for hours and hours a day that you weren't before.
Imagine what the Natural History Museum is going to look like 2,000 years ago as we go from upright to humpbacks.
I know. Dude, what if we, because they said, what's that called? Where you you have a tail and then you lose a tail. Yeah. What if when
you have a tail and you lose a tail? It's called an accident. Somebody chopped it off.
No, it's evolution. Wouldn't it be crazy if we developed some sort of hump on our back or something that would assist us in looking at our phones over millions of years?
Or like a clear hand pocket?
Clear hand
where you just slide your mobile device in
your hand?
Born with
Have you
one.
ever seen Wall-E, where eventually we're just in those movable chairs with like the Slurpees and the phone holder?
Yeah.
I'm ready
That's
for
what
that.
I'm looking forward
I'm
to.
ready.
No, you're not.
I'm looking forward to it.
No, you're not. That is the craziest thing in the world. Oh my God. That scares me.
Someone said I seen a 10-year-old the other day with a humpback. See, it's happening. Evolution.
It is.
It's reverse evolution. We're going back to. We're going to be on the ground. We're walking on fours again because of the phones.
Everybody needs to do Pilates. It takes away that humpback.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I got to do.
Or you could just get off your phone.
No one's doing that.
No one's exercising.
If you could not get on your phone and be straight up, or have a hunchback and a bump and a hump on your back, but look at your phone, everyone would choose the hump.
No.
Yes.
No.
What?
All right.
I don't want a hump.
If you couldn't look at your phone anymore, at all, or have a hump, you would take the hump every time.
No, you wouldn't.
BS.
No. Look, if God went to you and said, "Look, all right, here, I got a choice. You can
I
not
would
look at
throw
your
my phone away.
or you could look at your phone, but I have to give you this awkward hump." Nobody would go, "How awkward's the hump?"
I already got awkward humps. I don't need more.
More of the Gen Z. Her whole K2's whole dating life is awkward hump.
True. That's why I don't date anymore, because it's too many awkward humps.
It's just like, so what do we do now? You leave.
Yeah, and turn the coffee pot on your way out.
It's funny you say that, K2, because there's a new millennial term, and I'm gonna move it up in the pile here. It's called boy sober. And it's basically in 2024, women are opting to take a break from dating and romance altogether, called boy sober. Exactly what it sounds like, as women are choosing to ditch toxic relationships, situationships, and dating apps to focus on this energy on themselves instead of and live fulfilled single lives. Boy sober. This is what K2 is doing. Go ahead, Demetrius.
I may not be alcohol sober, but I am so boy sober.
Now, you know what? That's you know who says that? People who don't have boys. That is like that group of people is the same people who are like, I'm involuntarily celibate.
Wait.
Right?
Wait, are you saying that like I can't get a boy?
What I am saying is, look,
you're the one who told me a 19-year-old was just hitting on her at the restaurant the other day.
I know.
I'm telling you, I have the text messages are coming in. I'm just not answering them.
Well, look, ma'am, I understand where you may be
or I
coming
should say
from.
the Snapchats are coming in.
But what I am saying is that it has often been my experience that when people cannot couple, then all of a sudden they form some empowering group to kind of justify their inability to couple.
Kind of like what you've done with K2?
Like,
That's exactly what he's saying.
Yes, we're not a group. We're not trying to convince other people to.
No, we are. We don't let our friends off the raft.
That is true.
By the way, Scott's going on a date tonight. I really hope it doesn't go well because I don't want my friend to fall in love again.
He trips and falls in love.
He
It is
does.
crazy.
Trips and falls in love.
And he wears clown shoes.
All right, here are the boy sober rules: no dating apps, no dates, no exes, no situationships, no XOXO, hugs and kisses, etc. And that's what you have to do. It's what K2 has been practicing.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, it's a happy life.
Is it?
It is.
All right, there you go.
Good. You know what? Here's my thing. Because as a woman, there's not many men that are very good at being in intimacy in bed.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, why waste your numbers? Why for bad sex? Like, just
she's like, it's been my experience.
Yeah.
Dudes suck in bed.
They do. They're so like. That's just it's like they suck at wooing, like the old. I'm an old school girl. I want to be wooed. I want somebody to do like those little things to show that I'm on your mind. Guys don't do that anymore, and they also finding somebody that actually puts effort into sex is hard these days. So it's just better to be.
Man, this is taking a turn.
I know.
This is
therapy.
Going down a road of man.
All right. More. Lastly, in the Gen Z report, young people are planning fewer or no kids because of climate change. They're saying that, hey, they've chosen a different path due in large part to climate change. Climate change worries about greenhouse gas emissions, and they don't want to add a child to the planet already experiencing the effects of rising temperatures.
I get that.
Yeah,
I mean, because as generations go forward, you get close to the end date, and like now, I know it's a horrible thing to say.
Yeah, it
is. Like, understand, all this ends. This is not going to roll forever and ever. The sun will eventually burn itself out. This earth will eventually stop spinning. That is just how it goes.
Wow.
Hopefully we've made advances in technology where we'll be able to go out and populate other planets. And it's hopefully, but damn.
Yeah.
Well, so the biggest reason I didn't want kids was because I'm very selfish. But the second thing is like it's scary being a kid these days. And I couldn't deal if my kid got bullied or the emotions or the social media. Like I couldn't deal with it. And it's scary being a kid these days.
Yeah.
I did get a message in and it says, okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. How is it Demetrius and Kelly are both single, living together and not banging it out?
Because we're like brother and sister.
Yeah.
I'm just
or sometimes I look at, he's also like a dad to me, the way he lectures me and forces me to behave.
Yeah. The car don't move unless your seatbelt's on. That's a rule. I don't know who you think I am.
We're my friends describe it as we're the old unmarried couple, like, because we're already we immediately went into that routine of an old married couple, but we're not a couple. We're the we went immediately into Jeopardy's on.
I did get a text message. My Gen Z kid has already told me she is never having babies in this world. And finally, another text message. Get Demetrius going this morning. Tell him his to put a hat on. His head is looking ashy. So.
That's rude.
Man, that was
thanks
rough.
for looking.
They're watching you. Demetrius and winking at him.
He's going to be at his beard girl this afternoon.
That is the Gen Z report for today.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staylor, on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. Construction work at Anthony Wayne Trail, State Route 25, northbound between Monclova Road and South Detroit Avenue. Anthony Wayne Trail is open to 2 lanes for winter. Restrictions will resume in the spring for the resurfacing project. 1077 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace.
I don't know, it's something.
Do you guys know your mics are on?
Sorry, I'm turning them off now. I turned them off. I turned them off.
Stop. I'm more than happy to stop the weather and traffic.
We need it. We need it. We have to have it. What?
She's like, I'll pull this show over right now.
No,
if you don't stop.
I'm sorry, Renee. Please give us the traffic and weather. We can't leave the driveway until we hear it.
I don't even know where I'm at now. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon. Or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. It's currently 45 degrees and cloudy, and for your Friday, March 15th, there will be mostly sunny skies with a high of 58. And for your nighttime, the skies will be mostly clear with a low of 35. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staylor, on 1077 The Wolf.
Ask Sherwin-Williams during the March Spring Sale, March 15th through the 25th, and get 35% off paints and stains with prices starting at $28.92. That means 35% off our most popular color family, blue. Psychologists have found it to be soothing and relaxing, which makes it especially great for bedrooms and bathrooms. And of course, get 35% off all of our other colors. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Sorry, but we actually have a wait list for our Monstera.
Shaw's greenhouse is really bringing in the green.
We can't keep snake plants and stuff.
She needs a construction manager to build on her roots and grow.
We could add a whole section for ferns. Here we'd have dahlias, dahlias, and more dahlias.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Guess what? Home buyers don't want to buy a house with basement problems, and mortgage companies don't want to approve loans on homes with basement or structural problems. So if you're selling your home and you have basement problems, call Toledo Basement Repair. Dampness, structural problems, radon, sagging floors, or even a basement emergency exit. Know your options. Call Toledo Basement Repair for a basement inspection at 419-504-HOME. That's 419-504-HOME. Toledo Basement Repair.
Why not make an appointment to see my buddy Joel Cook at Fast Lane Auto Care? Have Joel and his ASC certified mechanics give your car its annual physical. These upcoming months are the worst months to have a breakdown. Not that there's ever really a good month for that. Keep your family safe and sound by making sure your car is safe and sound. Look, we don't want your life savings, just your business for life. Fast Lane Auto Care is at 4th Street and the Anthony Wayne Trail. Go see my buddy Joel. Fast Lane Auto Repair.
Imagine it's the final game of the season, but your symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, are making a comeback. What should you do? Keep managing your constipation with belly pain the same old way? Or try getting ahead of your symptoms by talking to your doctor about Linzess, linaclotide. Linzess is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually.
Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better workdays happen together. So visit Cintas.com
Oh, I'm ready!
and get ready for the workday.
Hey, Boost Mobile here to help you start from scratch. Boost is giving you the chance to win incredible prizes in our latest scratch-off sweepstakes, including up to $5,000 cash, with over 7,600 prizes up for grabs. This is an opportunity you don't want to miss. For your chance to win, just head to your local participating Boost Mobile store and ask for
Great news. Good news. Your
Keep managing your constipation with belly pain the same old way? Or try getting ahead of your symptoms by talking to your doctor about Linzess, linaclotide. Linzess is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually.
Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Sorry, but we actually have a wait list for our Monstera.
Shaw's greenhouse is really bringing in the green.
We can't keep snake plants in stock.
She needs a construction manager to build on her roots and grow.
We could add a whole section for ferns. Here we'd have dahlias, dahlias, and more dahlias.
Got to tell you, my friends over at Furniture Palace, Toledo's largest locally owned furniture store. Concept is simple, quality name brand furniture and mattresses you get at the major stores in town, but at the guaranteed lowest prices in town. Doesn't matter if you have good credit or bad credit. They will take care of you that no credit needed financing. Furniture Palace, Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, Navarre Avenue, Oregon, or online at furniturepalacetoledo.com.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrews and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze. Hey, Steve.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody.
Hey.
A sure sign that spring is here. The centipedes are back.
Centipedes. You don't like centipedes, huh?
Who likes them? I mean, I don't know anybody that likes a centipede.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're
I
right.
know, but then they say if you have a centipede, it means you don't have any spiders.
Oh.
Well, that's not comforting.
Why?
Because spiders eat all kinds of things that you don't want in your house.
You want spiders in your house?
There's spiders in your house already. What do you think you're doing? Those centipedes, though, those things, you hit them with your flip flop, and their legs just shoot everywhere. That's not cool. Like they just now all of a sudden I got a vacuum after I killed a bug. That's not economical.
You like your bugs based on how many legs? Like that's I can clean up 8 legs.
100 legs. That's like a job.
By the way, Sugar Vermont is in the house as well.
He walked in with 3 cans of Coke for an hour on the show.
Zero. All right, Steve, what's going on in Sleaze?
Well, I know you're going to love this, Andrew. So Ty Burrell from Modern Family is returning to ABC with another comedy called Forgive and Forget. So Ty stars as Hank, a life of the party type who receives an unexpected diagnosis and reconnects with his responsible adult son to make new memories. Now, it's inspired by the experiences of caring for a parent with Alzheimer's. The show hopes to disseminate the disease afflicting millions.
I gotta tell you, Ty Burrell is a genius. For those who don't know, he's Phil from Modern Family, which he's his.
Oh, he's Phil?
Yeah, Ty Burrell is Phil. The husband.
I watch Modern Family. Like that's what I play every night while I'm sleeping.
Isn't it genius?
And when I actually when I'm trying to fall asleep and I actually watch the show, I laugh. I really laugh.
I know.
What? It's so good.
So who's Phil?
Phil's the husband.
He's the husband.
He's
Julie Bowen's husband.
Yeah,
Phil's a non-gay husband.
Phil Dunphy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
with
funny.
like great hair, really good hair.
Yeah, he's great.
He's so good.
What else?
Well, speaking of Modern Family, Jesse Tyler Ferguson and Julie Bowen showed up to watch their Modern Family co-star Aubrey Anderson Emmons in a school musical. Now, she played Lily on the show.
It was so
cute as that.
It was so cute because Tyler Ferguson, who did he play on Modern Family?
He was
What's
Lily's
the name?
dad.
Yeah, Lily's dad.
Cam and Jess.
Yep.
I think not Jess. Cam and
the ginger homo.
Yeah, the ginger homo.
Thank you.
So the ginger. Anyway, he said I'm bringing Mitchell. So he posted I'm bringing me and my sister to see my daughter at this play. So she was in the school play. Lily was. But in a real school play though.
Okay, so wait a minute.
You don't watch Modern Family. It's not going to matter to you.
Why would you let her in a school play or musical? That's not fair.
For a decade, she's been in a real show.
She's a real actress, and now all of a sudden,
she wasn't very good. She wasn't very good.
I gotta be.
But she was also small. Like I mean, she wasn't like honing her accent. It's like a 2-year-old.
But it's just like I'm just saying. You're like. It's like going to karaoke and like you hear Whitney Houston and you're just like, what are you doing here? This is for us, the people who ain't good. It's like, what are you were ruining this for me.
It's like going to a baking competition and you were on Chopped.
Yeah. And you're like, I thought this was just the chili cook-off.
Right.
You're like, why do I have a box of mystery ingredients?
So there's a radio station I listen to in Sirius every day at noon. And it's Jeff Lewis Live.
Okay, thanks. They're paying you.
And
I know.
He has.
Neither are you.
He has all these guests on. They're called chumps.
They're called what?
They're called chumps. And
Jeff Lewis from Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of they have this big karaoke party every couple of months, and then one of his chumps is Carney Lewis, and they're always like, "You're not allowed to be in the competition." From the Wilson sisters, they're like, you're not allowed to be in the karaoke competition because you're gonna outblast us all. It's just exactly like what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't let a professional actor into my high school play. You're kidding. And then she tells me I don't feel like that's my motivation. Well, I don't feel like you're in detention. Go.
All right. What else, Steve?
So much going on. So Kate Beckinsale is getting plenty of love from her furry friends while battling a mysterious ailment. So the actress 50 posted a photo of herself holding her adorable Pomeranian. This dog is so cute. In her hospital bed on Wednesday. Now, the visit, she said she captioned the snap of her Instagram story, which showed her wearing a blue pajama set adorned with tiny images of dogs.
So cute.
Yeah, I guess she's got this.
Why don't you do this? Why don't
mysterious
you try going to St. V's and bring a Pomeranian in and see how far you get? Like, dude, I'd be so pissed if I'm in a hospital and you got a mangy dog running around there.
You let Kate Beckinsale do whatever she wants. Man, I have never, ever in my life wanted to be a vampire so bad. Oh, my God.
But she's battling some mysterious illness. Like, nobody knows what it is.
Called
but she's in the
sunlight because she's a
hospital.
vampire.
for a while.
I know.
God.
Silver poisoning, probably.
Silver poisoning. What else, Steve?
So, in case you haven't heard, and they were just showing this on Good Morning America, there's a 22-year-old student who's been missing since last Friday night. So, after he was asked to leave Luke Bryan's 32 Bridge Bar in Nashville.
Yeah.
So, Luke says, y'all, this is scary, praying for his safe return. Now, his bar is working closely with local police to provide security camera footage and any helpful information there. Now, there's also an investigation underway to see if the student was overserved. And as of last night, the search is still underway. So prayers go out to him.
So-
That's kind of scary.
So when they look at the video and they're like, wow, you guys are serving. And they were like, yeah, we'll help you. We'll help you find this kid. And they're watching it and they're like, wow, you guys are giving him a lot of drinks. And they're like, you're not supposed to be looking at it for that. You're supposed to look at it when he was walking out the door.
Well, he's 22. He's a college student. And they kicked him out of the bar because he was drunk, and then now they can't find him. So
This is why, you don't leave your friends.
Yeah.
If your friend gets
No
kicked out,
kidding.
you
gotta
go.
go.
With your friend.
Yeah, you do not have good friends if they're staying at the bar and let you just wander home by yourself.
Ladies.
Ladies.
When I was
Here
like
it
a
comes.
young drinker, I would be the friend to wander away. I needed supervision. Like, it's time for me to go, and I wouldn't jump in my car. But one time I was out in Swanton, and I decided I was like, I'm gonna walk home. And I made it like an hour and a half, and I was like, come find me.
There's a meme that fits me completely. It's like I'm the friend that's out back having a cigarette with a kitchen worker talking like with a camel in my hand, or like some random animal that I picked up. Like,
And that's why I always have like two. Remember the kitty leashes? Remember?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
and some of them look like a monkey on the back.
Yep.
They also had a. It was a
You're
harness.
just holding the monkey's tail.
and
You're not holding a
the
leash.
tail. It doesn't look like you got your kid on a leash. And so instead, you just like I go when I go out with my friends, and I know I got 2 or 3 of them who are like that. I'm like. Dingly dingly,
monkey leash,
monkey leash. We know how we do.
Fun times.
My God.
All right. Thank
That's why I live downtown. I can just stumble back home. There you go.
Yes, thank you, Steve. Toodles. All right, Steve Sleaze is brought to you in part by our good friend at Cocina de Carlos. I just got a message in from Carlos right now. He says they're going to have green specials at Lupita's and Cocina this weekend. Lupita's, they're going to have the Irish margarita and the Cocina green apple margarita. And today at Cocina, they're having the green chile verde pork on the buffet. It's so good. I had it.
Wait, did you say buffet?
Yeah, dude, 11 to 2 buffet at Cocina every day.
Where's Casino?
Right down the street over by Kroger in Perrysburg.
Sold.
Lupita's also is having the mango habanero margarita is back this weekend as well. So Lupita's and Cocina is doing it up this weekend in Perrysburg, in Waterville, and Lupita's in downtown Perrysburg as well. Make sure you go check them out this weekend.
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, we have hundreds of nice, newer vehicles to choose from at Nationwide Auto Finance. Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 1077 The Wolf.
The hottest mixes in the 419. DJ Insane.
One on the plan, boy, get temper, just toss that ham in the frying pan. Like bam, done when I come and slam. Damn, I feel like the sun is sand. Don't make me wet. The tank got me going like General Electric, and the lights are blinking. I'm thinking it's all over when I go out drinking. Oh, that's why I don't with the big bro. I keep a big tan, but the fool like me is going insane. Don't you tell me to stop. You speak around me with your heart. Never be on what you keep down. Baby, speak so versatile. Said, I know what you want to hear. Good job. From the hunter, I have to run now. I brought the marathon to the very last mile. Will you battle me? I feel rough. People always say my style is wild. You got call, you got. Left to me, I'm a rap for five. If you wanna let me know, ain't tonight. You can put that ears to 10 my side. Go walk in my round of job. You want me to answer.
You got $100 bill, get your hands up. You got a $50 bill, get your hands up. You got a $20 bill, get your hands up. You got a $10 bill, get your hands up. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, big boys, single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, big boys, all the chicken hands, be quiet. All the chicken hands, be quiet. All the chicken hands, be quiet. Yeah, baby, stop it. So face up and sing along. Come on. Yeah, all the good looking women sing along. I can't hear y'all. What's your zodiac sign? What's your zodiac sign? I can't hear y'all. What's your zodiac sign? It's the guy. If we got short, big arms. If we got more, if we got short, big arms. If we got more, if we got more, your head. If we got more, from your ear to your sleeve, even if you got a wing.
For what you saying, yo? Silly with my 9 milli with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You don't wanna violate, really and truly, yo. My main thug, named Julio, he moody, yo. Like a slap you with the toolie, yo. You scared to death, act fruity, yo. That looking shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she shake it make me wanna get all in the yo top. Just hit the banging and videos. While I'm with my feet like we up in the freak shows. Get with this, you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all you then wear clothes. Style my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you with lyrical player pros like that. You wanna party with me? That means feet is what you got for me. Put all your hands in my eyes to see. Straight buck, mountain in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, that means feet is what you got for me. Put all your hands in my eyes to see. Straight buck, mountain in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't God we trust. You ever tell my state you heard of us, yo, we must. I wonder if it's curious. How we can do it so mysterious. Serious, all of my is serious. Just we walking around hearing us. Front like you don't want to be hearing us. Gotta listen to Ariel be playing us.
I'm not a player, I was crushing like I'm not a player, I was crushing like
Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, K2, the Baroness. Who else is here? Oh, Sugar Vermont is in the house. Sugar, you got a big St. Patrick's Day thing coming up.
Giant St. Patty's Day over at the Hideout at Hamburger Mary's on Huron Street, the new one. I am going to be literally solid green glitter from head to toe. It's going to be a situation.
Oh, what day is that?
You're going to be finding that for
Sunday,
days.
St. Patty's. Yeah, and we're hanging out all day. Food specials, $12 Reuben and fries, big glitter drag queen. What else could you ever possibly need for your St. Patty's?
Would you rather have a big glitter drag queen or a lephacon? What would you rather have?
How big's the leprechaun?
Leprechaun?
Is it like a full size leprechaun? Like we
giant.
know, like you're a regular dude.
Yeah.
Like leprechaun, or are we talking like short leprechaun?
No.
Does the drag queen grant wishes?
Oh.
If you catch her.
Someone says it's about time Sugar gets out of bed again. We missed her.
Yes. I did not miss my alarm though. It was dark sided this morning.
And then there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, and I apologize for last hour. We played all our 8:00 commercials already back to back. So for like 15 minutes, we were just playing commercials because I couldn't figure out the system. So we didn't,
your own system.
We didn't have dead air. It was just playing all my commercials for the entire rest of the morning.
So this is like a
commercial free.
This is going to be a long set.
Yeah, commercial free hour.
Wow.
Because I already played them all back to back.
Right.
So I apologize for that. I was figuring out some stuff. Things just didn't go right. All right, Brittany Gibbons is here from the blog Midwest Brittany and the Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast. Now, Brittany, before we get into trivia, I want you to talk about Target and Walmart now are trying something new for their self-checkout. They're now trying to charge maybe float the idea of a subscription service to be able to use the self-checkout monthly.
Okay,
a
so
subscription service.
The last couple times I was in the Holland Target or the other day, like last week, they were all blocked off. Like you could not self-checkout at all.
Oh.
And it was like a couple days in a row, and I was like, what is going on? And so I had to go to like the civilian checkout with like a person.
Yeah, they can talk to somebody.
Yes. And so I was like, man, this is weird. And then I saw that Target now is going to start this like subscription membership program essentially. And I was reading an article about it, and that's how I think you're going to get access to the self-checkout now. So now you have to pay to do the work.
Okay, it's conspiracy theory. I think
Get on the microphone, Sugar.
Conspiracy theory. I think they're doing that so that like you have to subscribe and they get all your information, and then when you steal at the self checkout, they know for sure who you are.
I think they're definitely losing money. I think they're definitely losing money.
They keep talking about all of the theft and stuff, and I mean, I'm too lazy to steal at the self checkout. I get too scared. I'm like, I couldn't do it.
Well, when you check out at Walmart, like if you self check out Walmart, I don't know about your guys's, but like in Wasion, like you check out, you have to stop and show your stupid receipt.
Not if you don't give them eye contact. You don't.
Really?
No, I'm like, no, thank you, honey.
I just need to avert my eyes from that old man then, because I am like,
I mean, I'm polite with them. They're doing their job. No, thank you, honey, and keep walking. Not me. I'm not standing in another line.
I know my rights now.
I know my rights.
I'm done with standing in your lines. I've already paid. You can't get me.
Yeah. So I don't know. Is anyone going to pay? Would you pay a subscription fee to use self checkout?
I don't usually. I try not to use self checkout. I don't want
because you like people doing stuff for you.
I do like people doing stuff.
Yes.
And, but I don't want. I feel people should work. Then you're taking all the jobs away.
Yeah.
If I'm going there to do it myself, I want somebody else to be feel needed.
Explain it can't be just self-checkout. There has to be other services involved, because you can't tell me or think that I'm dumb enough that you could trick me into paying you to become an employee.
I mean, there's other perks. I'm sure
there has to be
all that's come out so far is this
like the self-checkout thing. It doesn't make sense to me. Like if I'm getting a subscription, I should have my own personal cashier.
Yeah,
I think they're
you a
really
benefit.
Yeah,
they're banking on you disliking people so much.
Yeah,
that you are going to pay for this.
Well, but here's the thing: it's so much quicker. Because here's the problem: let's say Walmart has 3 lines open out of 35 lines. They always only have 3 open, so it's 2 regulars and then the self checkout. But the self checkout has 10 machines, so it's like having 10 registers open. So I always go to that line because it's always going to be quicker.
It's always like it's a catch-22. Like there's the pot. Like on the one hand, like yeah, I'm doing it. It's faster. There's not going to be an old lady writing a check in front of me in line.
Right.
Self-check. That's a giant bonus, because I don't know what it is about old ladies and checks. Like, madam, you have been writing a check for 80 years. How have you not mastered the skill and be faster at it by now? What is going on?
I don't even own checks. I forgot how to put the words on.
I literally don't own checks.
I get into line, and I don't know if it's just me, but if I have like what I consider like maybe 5 or 6 things to buy, and then I'm standing behind somebody with a full cart, I expect that person to look at me and look at what I have and go, you go ahead.
Right.
That's my expectation. But when it doesn't happen, I get so pissed. I'm like, hey, bitch, do you not see? It's just cabbage and some gum.
What are you buying cabbage for?
I don't know.
It's a very weird.
Stay regular. He's getting elderly. He needs to keep it moving down there.
Teenagers.
Cabbage.
I have teenagers, and I told them it was such a great time to be like you guys have the best timeline, because like when I was a teenager and you needed anything, like from a pharmacy, say, like you used to even have to like make eye contact with that pharmacist, or you stole it. That's how you got like condoms or like yeast infection medicine. Like that's how it works. And I'm like, now you don't even have to talk to anybody. You can just go through this line and get what you need, and it's being stripped away. Our rights are being stripped away.
Our rights. They got to go back to making eye contact for condoms.
Exactly.
That's what should happen. There should be a little bit of shame. Like that's the initial hurdle you got.
Too easy. It's too easy.
It's too easy to have sex. It has been.
Like you should actually have to look a stranger in the eye and go, I need some condoms. Have you done that? It is difficult as a teenager.
It is.
My mom took me to the grocery store and bought a family pack.
What?
Oh,
for her.
My God. She found one condom in my wallet when I was 14. Had no idea what it was for. I was never going to use it. It was been in my wallet since I was 13. And she was like, oh, so we're buying condoms now. And I went, yeah, that's what we're doing. And she goes, well, let's just make sure you have enough. And then she took me and my brother in a car and drove to Kroger to the pharmacy and went like this. I need a family pack of condoms for these 2 boys. Which I think is a weird thing to call a box of condoms a family pack.
Anti-family pack, right?
And so she bought the biggest box of condoms and sat them in the bathroom, and they sat there for 2 years.
She counted them too. So I did the same thing. I bought that box with my boys too. I was like, this is what you buy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves with any of like the big, large ones. First, the normal size.
Normal size.
I've seen your dad. And we take it home, and if you don't know that I count those things all the time.
Did I swear to God, she shamed me out of having sex for so long.
Until now, I mean, it's still going on.
Right?
I get some text message in 419-345-3375. If they paid their employees and had registers open, we wouldn't have to do their job. Another one said stores are being forced to do self-checkout. Nobody wants to work anymore. They just don't have enough staff is the bottom line. Someone else said, I avoid self-checkout. I don't work there. I didn't fill out a W-4. I will wait for a human cashier.
Right?
Oh my God. Nobody wants to work anymore. There was a meme yesterday, and then I had to like look it up, make sure the meme wasn't fake news. But they've been saying that since 1908. Like since they eliminated slavery, they've been saying no one wants to work anymore. Like,
I mean, nobody does want to work. I don't want to work. That's a real thing.
Well, yeah, nobody does.
Nobody wants to work.
Did you have to pay me to be here?
Did you see Bernie Sanders' new thing?
What?
Bernie's pushing for the 32-hour 4-day work week.
God bless you, Bernie.
And Republicans and Democrats are like in the polls have said, yeah, we're cool with that. Look, there's no reason that we should have to work 75% of our week. More around 60%. If I'm working 60 and I'm off 40, that is fair to me. You get 4 days at work and I get 3 days, and that's a good fair trade. Exactly. You get 5 days and I get 2 days. That is not fair anymore. This is 2024. I am woke.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think a lot of the cashiers that they were polling, I don't think like they got rid of those jobs. I think they pivoted to like the people who order off like the click list or like the because I swear all those people are now in the store assembling people's orders
in the middle of the aisle.
In the middle of the aisle every time. I'm like, oh my God.
And have you seen some of these people that they have sent out to acquire the items? I'm like, you look like you eat crayons. Why did they put you in charge of my groceries?
And making decisions on what avocado is good and what avocado is too hard.
Like you know, you're rolling the dice when you put in your order. Like you're either gonna get somebody's like just cool and doing it. You're gonna be like the laziest shopper ever. Like like, I swear,
Guys,
this one
you're
lady
gonna hate me,
switched-
but I straight request a woman every time.
Oh,
because
yeah.
men bring me the worst produce.
Because
I'm
we-
like, honey, I need a woman, preferably a mom with a short attention span,
Because
who's
we-
away from her kids, and I need
Yeah.
her to do my produce shopping for me.
Because we man look for stuff.
Yes,
Like
you
we
get up
went to
way
the
too
grocery
early.
store and we come back, it's empty, and we're like, look, we looked.
I didn't see anything.
I didn't see any produce. I didn't see any
The
cereal.
subs are crazy. The subbing is insane. I
Oh
ordered
my God.
a family-sized box of Triscuits the other day because my kid likes Triscuits. Couldn't find it. He bought me 4 regular-sized boxes of Triscuits. It cost me almost $23.
Oh my God.
I was like, "What did you just do?" I wanted 1 box of Triscuits.
See,
that was
mine,
like
they were
$4.
downsizing. I swear, I had like it's twice it's happened. I'm like, this person did not want to lift anything heavy. They could not find my 24-pack of Diet Coke. Non-existed that day. They substituted my big. I got a big bag of dog food. They literally subbed for the smallest bag.
Did you get like 6 small bags or just one?
No, just one small bag. And it was like very fancy. I was like, just give me something similar price. It's fine. And they got the smallest bag at that price. I was like, you shady, non-wanting to carry something dumb bitch.
How dope would it be if we could make a company and call it Judgment Instacart, where we shop for what we think you need,
like
where it comes with a picture, and then we compare what you want to your photo, and we're like, I think we're gonna get some sugar-free stuff for you, buddy.
Andrew, you're going to be on the keto diet this grocery shopping trip.
I got a text message at 419-345-3375 talking about the 4-day, 32-hour work week. Your Temu radio station family can't even show up for a week straight for a 3-hour show. What makes you think you're going to do a 10-hour shift at Walmart?
Right?
Wow.
But see, they said 32 hours. They didn't say 10-hour shift.
No, it's 8 hours.
They want an 8-hour day.
Yep.
But
it's fair.
Okay, so what
I'm in.
industries get an 8-hour day for 4 days?
What everyone's
a
are
week?
doing 5 now. What if you're doing a 540 now? You're
But what
doing a
if you're working in
432?
an industry that does 7 days a week?
Well, obviously, you have to.
So
adjust
who
that too.
suffers?
Then they need to go from 7 to 6 days.
That's
that you
never
still-
going to happen
I would imagine theoretically.
because the people who need that aren't going to get it.
No.
Theoretically, I don't think it would be mandated. It would probably be like, this is the new threshold for overtime or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. All right, let's get into
before that.
Let's get into trivia. It's time for the Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast. Brittany Gibbons, Meredith Solo hosted. It's one of the biggest podcasts in the world, which is crazy. And every Friday, a new episode drops. What's the theme this week? If they get it on their on their
the
podcast.
On the podcast, it's fairy tale trivia, which are kind of surprisingly creepy. Those things are actually really creepy.
I literally just started reading dirty fairy tales. These fairies are doing some things.
Oh, are you reading fairy books?
Yes, the Akatar.
Me too. That's a whole segment, though.
That's a whole situation.
I don't know what happened
First of
to
all,
me.
if nobody has made a porn called Fairy Tales and spelled it the way tail is, oh my god, I would be
So
mad.
different for the kids show.
Yeah.
Different for the kids
You
show.
know,
Based on Akatar.
Not based on Akatar. No.
I did in with Free Your Willy.
So we're doing it. So we're doing 5 questions. 5
you guys
questions.
are doing
Here we go.
celebrity trivia.
Celebrity trivia.
Yes. Okay. Question 1. Who is the most followed person on Instagram?
Ooh. Oh, okay. Let me think.
Take that.
Okay, I gotta get an answer.
Write it down. Don't say it out loud. I am locked in.
Locked in.
It's,
Renee, look at my paper.
Sugar's locked in and trying to cheat. Renee, stop cheating.
I'm gonna write what I think you wrote.
God, cover your paper, Sugar.
I am now.
Demetrius is in. What about you, K2?
I'm in.
All right. Are we ready? I said Selena Gomez.
It's a good guess. It's not her though.
I wrote Ariana Grande.
I said Kim K.
No.
Oh, I thought that was going to be it.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who?
The
Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, the soccer
Daddy.
player.
Okay.
Who do you have, Renee?
I really thought it was Kim Kardashian.
It's not.
No, because she saw mine.
I just saw
It's
it.
actually Cristiano Ronaldo.
Wait, get your laptop open, madam.
6 million.
So I don't talk over each other.
606 million followers, guys.
Is he a soccer player?
A soccer player is the biggest sport in the world, though.
Is he hot?
Yeah.
He is actually.
He's
a good-
I know.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
follow.
He's a what?
He's a good follow.
Really?
Yeah.
Even
Like, what's he? Like, what does he post?
himself running in shorts.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. K2's got one. Question number 2.
Okay. Tom Holland famously lip synced to what song
Got
on
it.
Lip Sync Battle?
I got this one so good.
Sugar, shut up.
No. Oh my God. See, you guys stalk all these celebrities.
You've never, if you don't know what this is, you have to Google it. It's my Roman Empire.
It's very.
I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Demetrius is not locked. Demetrius locked in. Sugar's locked in. Renee, you're locked in. K2, you're locked in. All right. Demetrius, what answer did you have?
I have no idea.
You put no idea. All right. Sugar.
Under my umbrella, Ella.
All right. K2.
I didn't write it down, but it was Rihanna. I knew it was Rihanna.
Oh, don't try to. You didn't write it down.
I didn't.
Man.
I was in my own.
Renee.
I had no idea.
I said Journey. Just a small town girl.
That's your song.
Huh?
That is your song.
I know.
Umbrella. It is one of the best.
Literally. It was
you have
actually
to
the
watch
best
this
video.
video.
Sugar, stop talking over everybody.
It's amazing. Okay.
All right. So K2's got 2. Sugar's got 1.
Yes.
Question number 3 of 5.
Okay. Which celebrity had to issue an apology after a cell phone was hacked and phone numbers of all the other celebrities were posted on the internet?
One more time.
So, which celebrity had to issue an apology after her cell phone was hacked and all the celebrity numbers were posted on the internet?
Okay.
It's a couple of years ago.
I will say I'm locked in.
Oh, shoot. Okay, wait, hold on. What's her name?
Down.
Oh, wait.
Demetrius is locked in. Renee?
Locked in.
Renee, you're not writing.
I'm still locked in with a no answer.
You have to answer something.
Her answer was like, look, she's
I
like,
give
look,
up.
The
I'm
answer's
just
the
here.
same.
I don't want to take all the prizes away from all of you. I'm
You're-
letting you guys have a
You're
chance.
being a gracious loser. Thank you.
Sugar, are you in?
I'm ready.
All right, K2?
Yep.
All right. I said Paris Hilton. Demetrius?
I said Jennifer Lopez. I know it's totally wrong.
Jennifer Lopez.
I wrote
Sugar.
I wrote Hunger Games girl because I can't remember her name.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Thank you. There we go. J Law.
Paris.
K2.
Paris.
Paris. Renee.
I said no answer.
Okay. All right. And the answer is?
It's Paris Hilton.
Paris. Yeah. I was thinking that Gamergate thing where Jennifer Lawrence's nudes were leaked. Remember?
Yeah.
All right. So I got it right. Who else got it right?
Me.
Oh, damn.
K2.
K2.
Oh my
She's
God.
running the board.
K2, 3.
You know what?
I'm a celebrity gossip girl.
Yeah, she is.
K2's got 3. Sugar's got 1. I've got 1. Question number 4.
Wait, I have a question. Where are you reading? What are you looking at daily that keeps you intrigued with celebrity gossip?
Well, so there's a gossip blogger that posts a lot of blind items, and then he
I
reveals
love blind
them.
items. I love those.
So I follow that religiously, and I listen to
On Instagram or
no, it's a blog. It's a blog.
Oh, okay.
And then I listen to quite a few celebrity gossip
Oh my God.
podcasts.
Oh my God.
I don't
They were
have
like,
that much time in my day.
Tell me.
I'll
Tell
get it
me.
on TikTok.
You don't have enough time in your day.
What do you mean you don't have time in your day? You don't do anything.
Like you guys think I don't do nothing.
She has margaritas to drink. They don't drink themselves. Thank you.
That is
she
true.
has waiters to yell
I
at.
go visit my mother. Like I'm gonna make you guys feel bad. I do productive things that I have to do
I'm
from
sorry.
the kindness of my heart.
I'm sorry, Renee. All right. Question number 4. K2 has 3. Sugar has 1. Andrew has 1. Question 4.
How long had Pamela Anderson and Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee known each other before getting married?
Oh, God.
I know this.
I have no idea.
I watched it,
Let's see.
but I don't know.
You know what? It was in that documentary that just came out about Pamela.
Okay.
It was?
It was.
Yeah, I know.
It was. How long did they know each other?
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
I'm ready.
All right. K2.
She's doing math.
Renee.
No, I didn't write it, but I said,
Hold
I'm gonna
on.
say-
What's the?
what?
We need to know the answer from Brittany first.
oh,
Oh no! Wait, no.
What are you doing?
Go ahead, Renee. What's your answer?
I was gonna say like 30 days, but
30
it's 3
days.
or 30.
Shh, 30 days. You took 30 days. I'm going to say 2 years.
I said 3 days.
3 days.
Mm.
I'm changing mine to 3 days.
No, you
I
can't
said
change.
2 months. I said 2 months.
2 months. K2.
5 days.
Oh my God,
5
you guys are
days.
bouncing around. It's 4 days.
4 days. Who said?
4 days.
No one.
Nobody got that.
No
right.
one got it.
No one
I
got it.
said 30, but I wanted to say 3.
Still would have been wrong.
Yeah, still.
It still would have been close.
Still wrong.
All right. Question
I've
number.
never seen anybody pass a test with something close.
Question number 5.
Okay. Before his big Hollywood break, Harrison Ford worked as a roadie for what band?
Oh my
What?
God.
Oh my gosh. All right. I got my answer.
Think about when he was younger.
I'm
So
thinking-
it's been
I'm
like
like-
a minute.
Oh, the Rat Pack, obviously.
I mean, he's pretty old.
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so
I'm going to say the
Brody-
Monkees.
Oh, that might be a good one.
They weren't even a real band.
They were.
No, they weren't.
They were like a boy band.
They were a real band.
No, they weren't.
They started out as a
I
TV
hope-
show,
I
but
hope
they
I'm
started
right.
out as a television
but they
show.
became a real band.
Brittany, make my answer right even.
All right.
real band. They were
So-
even playing instruments.
All right, here we go. So I'm gonna say the Rat Pack. Dean Martin.
I don't think they had roadies back then.
I'm sticking with Rat Pack.
I think roadies have always been current.
Demetrius.
I said the Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead. Sugar.
I said Metallica.
K2.
The Doors.
The Doors.
Oh, you said that with confidence.
Renee.
Too.
I know.
I know she
hate
did.
it.
Renee.
Oh, I said the Monkees.
The Monkees. All right, and the answer is.
I mean, I'm sure he probably helped with the Monkees. Maybe. It's the Doors.
Oh.
That's just how pathetic my life
You know,
is. I
Ellie.
just pretty much wiped you guys with Sled.
Oh, that's
I-
embarrassing.
If there was one trivia game, I'm glad I didn't get one answer right in. It is celebrity trivia. I feel so good and centered
I
now.
feel like we've done a lot of science and stuff. I was trying to break it up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I decided I think Fridays is going to be my day off.
All right, so Brittany.
We're driving in this morning, and Demetrius is like, "It's Friday, trivia day," and I was like, "I hate Fridays."
And today was your day to shine.
I know. Thank you, Brittany. Thank
Winner,
you.
winner, chicken dinner.
It's so
Thanks,
pathetic.
Brittany.
That I have
Just give me the topic for next week.
You know
I'll
what
let
it is?
put it on.
I think every week should be potpourri, like a little bit of it, a
You know
little bit
what-
of this, a little bit
I
of that.
have no
You know
knowledge on history, geographic, like politics, but I'll tell you what, whatever. But I know my celebrities.
You know what this moment is? This is where like we pull the equipment manager off the bench and they get to play in the game, and then they drown. They just start draining 3-pointers from all over the place.
Yes.
This is your moment. Take it, manager.
Take it, girl. K2, our big winner. Congratulations. All right. If you could download the podcast, the Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast with Brittany and Meredith, wherever you get your podcasts. And this week online, it's Fairy Tales. Fairy Tales. All right. We're doing a commercial-free hour brought to you by State Line Sauce Company.
Brought to you by mistakes.
Right. State Line Sauce Company, our brand new sponsor. They've got an amazing lineup of amazing sauces. I love them because it's not just about the heat. It's also about the flavor profile and just the rich, round, full flavor that these hot sauces have are just amazing.
Do they have any low sugar?
I don't know. I will ask. I don't know.
No, there isn't sugar in them. I
Oh.
expected that one night.
You did?
Mhm.
Thank you.
I mean, other than
Thank
the
you,
natural
Renee.
sugar.
Right.
Yeah.
But then there's no added sugar.
There's no added sugar.
Thank you, Renee.
Oh, yes. I'm going to get my State Line.
Oh, it's so good, and we're going to start carrying on the Queso Kitchen truck exclusively for you can dab it on whatever you get. Mango habanero hot sauce. They got a tropical island. They have a traditional, the perfectly garlic sauce. I love, and I love
I love garlic sauce.
the Cali Verde sauce.
The
is so
green
good.
one is
Yes.
so good.
I know.
I want a breakfast burrito with
use
some
it.
sauce.
So it's supposed to be like hot sauce, but I would literally pour it into a bowl and use it as a salsa.
Can I tell you something?
It's that good.
Because when I eat too much hot stuff, I get hiccups. And it was so good. I used it as like a salsa. Like I put it over every inch of my rice, and I just started hiccuping like crazy. I'm like, I have to remember it's a hot sauce, not a salsa, because it's got the full flavor of a salsa.
So good.
It really is. It's available at Toledo Lamp Company downtown.
Oh, I love them.
The-
They are in Sylvania now, aren't they?
Yes, the Anchor Inn and Queso Kitchen, and of course you can do it online as well or check them out. And Colleen reminded me that I dropped a bottle out of this fridge the other day because I have them in a little case. I pull all my bottles out to see what I want for the day, and I dropped one, and the freaking bottom fell out, and I lost it, and I almost cried because I lost my hot sauce. Oh, it was devastating.
Disaster.
It absolutely was an effing disaster. State Line Sauce Company. Check them out online. State Line Sauce Co. StateLineSauceCo.com. All right. Well, we got a couple minutes till Steve comes on, and I've got nothing left. Brittany, Sugar, you wanna talk about anything before we get?
I mean,
Steve on
we
there?
already mentioned we're doing the big old St. Patty's down at Hamburger Mary's on Huron. I will be solid green glittered. But then the weekend after, we're doing another Sugar Vermont's all you can eat gospel brunch, baby. You're gonna come down, get you some pancakes, feel the spirit, and see a drag
I
queen.
think you need to talk about your leukemia fundraising.
Oh
you're
my
doing.
goodness. That's coming up starting March 28th for the LLS. It's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. They every year they do Visionaries of the Year. So they nominate people and it's a 10-week fundraiser.
What, did they make a mistake?
You know what? You were a mistake, Andrew Z. Don't start with me.
I actually was a mistake. You are, how'd you know?
But Sugar, why are you so passionate about this?
Well, I lost my parents when I was in high school. My dad had colon cancer, and then my mom had a broken heart and diabetes, and she faded after. So cancer really, I mean, it destroyed my family, destroyed the life I was trying to plan for myself. And it took me to the darkest, deepest, depressed. It took me almost 20 years to crawl back out of it. So the opportunity to help people who are going through what I went through then in my teenage years, it really, really does mean the world to me. And I am shamelessly going to be asking everybody for money. So get your checkbooks ready, people. Sugar's coming for your money, and we're going to fight some cancer.
All right. And then where can we get more information? You see, the problem is you've got your Facebook page under David Edward, and so people can't find you.
Well, that was so people couldn't find me back when that was the goal on the internet.
But now you want people to find you. There's no way to search
the
you.
Maybe Cheese Born With It Facebook page always has all the events, all the info.
All right, maybe Cheese Born. Oh yeah, your food truck is out.
Are
and
you
about.
able to put David Edward and then put like Sugar in parentheses?
I've got an idea for her. I've got an idea for her
what's
that's
the
going to
idea?
streamline it. So we'll talk about it off the air. I mean, well, it's just you need to get a website like sugarvermont.com, and then Colleen knows a trick where if you type sugarvermont.com, it'll just fire right to your Facebook page.
Oh, I
so
like that.
yeah, so it's just a way for people can find you easily, and you don't have to have a website at all. You just have the address, and it'll just forward right to your Facebook page,
Nice.
and
The
boom, that way
future is now.
people can find you easily.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. All right, Demetrius, do you have anything? You do anything this weekend?
Working.
Oh, you're working all weekend?
Yeah, working all weekend.
Oh.
It's so hard to believe it's Friday already.
I know.
I woke up and I'm like, oh my God. It's like,
what have you learned this week?
What have I learned this week?
Yeah.
Bro, what have I learned this week? I learned that at the drop of a hat, K2 can go hard.
What does that mean?
That just like today, I was not prepared for K2 today.
Oh.
Today's K2, I was not prepared for it.
What she got you drinking at 5 a.m.?
Oh my God. And I'm not mad.
Not mad.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Yes. Brittany, what have you learned this week?
It's been a rough week for me. It's spring break, so every day I'm reminded how bored my kids are and how there's nothing to do or food in my house.
Isn't that annoying?
So basically, that's been my whole week.
God, these kids,
grown kids with the ability to drive and have wallets, and yet there's never any food, and they're super bored, and I'm just a general letdown. So I don't understand the concept. But I'm not on spring break, so I also have to work every day.
You know what I love, Brittany, is that you don't mind sharing your parenting disasterness. And because a lot of people, they're like, oh, you're, I don't know, whatever. I mean, I do the same thing. Like I know I'm not a great parent, but I do. But most people don't want to admit that.
No, my tombstone will be like, she was messy till the end. She was just always messy. Yes.
All right.
But it's hard and lonely out there. If anybody else is struggling with this, man,
I know,
hey,
right?
whatever. Like this all sucks.
Like,
I mean,
you
I'm
just
talking about
wanna-
this all day.
You want to sit there like cool things you want on your like tombstone. It's like always been a real G.
I remember joining these little mom clubs when Nicholas was little.
Uh-huh.
And I just felt like I never fit in because they just made it out like it's all about play dates and getting together
And meal prep.
like it was just like their kids were perfect and put together. And then I was just like, this isn't real life for me. And I think I went twice and I just removed myself. I'm like, I got my own, like,
where's my good time girl?
Yeah.
Right?
You remember that lawyer that defended the Michigan school shooter, not the dad, but defended the mom. And she put it out there. She's like, hey, that mom's not a great mom, but you can't make that. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean she should go to jail. She's not a good mom. And then she said, I'm not a good mom. And she would list off things. And then people were just destroying her but she's being real. Like people just aren't real nowadays.
I'm like Michigan school shooter mom bad, but I I struggle with it.
Like, let's not put us on the same boat.
Yeah,
but I'm saying the lawyer was brave enough to put herself on that level for her client.
Lawyer in this situation.
Like eventually, I found like my niche because then I'm like, oh, here we are, all of us, and then our kids are like laying sprawled out across bar stools. We're trying to make sure they don't roll off because they're sleeping because it's beyond the hours they should be home.
I had kids so young that
real life.
I was too poor to be a cute, witty mom back when I had little babies. I was way too poor for that. I had kids way too young. I mean, I couldn't afford Pinterest.
K2, what did you learn this week?
Ooh. I don't think I got nothing.
Really?
Celebrity gossip. She learned additional celebrity gossip this week.
You filled your brain with additional celebrity gossip. What about you, Renee? What did you learn?
It's really not something I learned. I already know this, but it was another refresher because I've been going out and I'm bad. I weigh myself every day and I'm on this little journey. And every day that I've gone out, like I'm not losing the next day. And I'm just like, okay, so eventually, I'm like, all right, I'm going out with all of my people like this week, tonight, Monday. And then I know I'm good for 2 weeks before I go on vacation.
See, now let me tell you, here's a little tip for, you have your drinks, but you don't like the calories. There are no calories in marijuana, my darling. Happy to do.
No, because marijuana would make me want to snack.
Yes.
So it's definitely more calories than just my tequila and water.
There may not be any calories in marijuana, but marijuana does turn into a calorie magnet.
Yeah, it's the chasers that get you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where tequila is 90 calories for a shot. So I'm like, okay, if I sip on that, I'm good.
Yeah. All right.
I get it. I feel it.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right.
I should step back. I got to listen to an operations manager from Amazon last night. So I got to learn a lot about how Amazon fulfills all their shipments.
Crazy.
Yeah. Like they have what was the number I told you last
500,000 items a day.
Yeah. And
go out of that hub.
Yeah.
To my house.
And
they're delivering my green paint and glitter today.
And then what she also said was that everything that is on Amazon's website is within 50 miles of us. It is located somewhere in a hub in Detroit, Columbus.
Wow.
So, which is how they can get everything to you so quickly.
Quick. Yeah.
Because everything they have access to. That is so.
Amazon's logistics are
ridiculous.
very impressive.
Yeah.
right.
Impressive.
So they just bought Roomba, but they use I
don't want Roomba using as their AI to get around.
But they use like Roomba things to take they put everything in a tote. So when it comes in, it's all in these totes. And so like the facility in Perrysburg can't ship anything out that doesn't fit in the tote. And they stack these totes on these robots and they move them around to get them ready for shipment.
That sounds like the cool future.
It was just insane.
Yeah. I did get a text message to 419-345-3375. He said, I'm 40 and I just accepted the fact that I will never lose my baby weight.
I feel you.
All right, Steve, what's going on?
Oh my goodness, it's Friday. You guys ready for the weekend? I am so ready, especially
Are you
after
going to be at
having
the
a near-death
Blarney
experience.
Are you going? Are you going to the Blarney this weekend?
I'm not sure. I say that now. I'm not sure, but I'll probably wind up being there. It is fun though.
I love day drinking on St. Patty's, but also I kind of feel like it's amateur hour. Like it's not the professional drinkers, so that it gets super sloppy. So
well, I hate that it's on a Sunday.
I like that because I feel less pressure.
Well, because you don't have a real job. So it's not like you have to work Monday.
I work for myself, and my boss is a bitch.
But if you day drink, you go to bed early.
Exactly. That's my thing. Like I am all about day drinking St. Patty's. Yeah. So like what was the Blarney? So the Blarney's down on Huron. If you're trying to wait an hour for a shot at the Blarney, if it happens to happen, go 2.5 blocks up to Hamburger Mary's, where sugar will be solid green glitter and with shots in hand and ready.
There you go.
She ready.
All right.
That's ready. That's reason enough right there.
Right, baby.
There you go.
All right, Steve, what's going on in Sleaze?
So you guys check out this creepy video. So by now, you've probably heard the name Brian Peck. Now, he's the guy who did time 20 years ago for sexually abusing Drake and Josh star Drake Bell. And no, he's not related to Drake's co-star Josh Peck. So the story is detailed in ID's docuseries Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, which premieres this weekend.
Yeah.
But Peck was called out in an earlier documentary about child abuse in Hollywood. It's called An Open Secret, and you can watch it on Vimeo. And there's pretty uncomfortable clip featuring a 17-year-old Leonardo DiCaprio clowning around with Peck on the set of Growing Pains, where Peck was working as a dialect coach. Now, in the earlier moments of the clip, Brian seems to be getting kind of handsy with Leo. And later on, Peck refers to Leo as, quote, the latest, hottest, hunkiest teen idol there is. So if you know this guy was a convicted pedophile, you could potentially play it off as innocent horseplay or ribbing.
Here you go.
Leo, as you know, is the latest, hottest, hunkiest teen idol there is.
Yeah, muscles.
Speaking of hunky, Leo's job on this set for some reason is to make fun of me all day. Leo's says he was raised in Compton. Mr. Pale as a dead fish belly and blonde hair is straight out of Compton.
It's weirdo.
Creepy.
Yeah. Anyway,
Do we think this is why Leo dates?
I was trying not to say
I
cycle
was
of
thinking-
abuse,
Yeah.
but
I was thinking that you date young.
The show premieres this Sunday night on the ID channel.
oh, see, it's on a fake channel. We're gonna stream that.
I don't know. It's called Quiet on a Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV. Now, for those who don't know, this Peck guy, he was the mastermind behind all those Nickelodeon shows like Kate and Sam and I didn't watch them, but what's the one where the girl, she was on a reality, they were playing
Hannah?
No, that was Disney. This is all the Nickelodeon shows. They had a big run of like 5 or 6 shows that were huge.
I would
for a
be
generation.
always, if I'm like a television producer, I'm a little suspect of a grown ass man who writes me a kid show.
Just as a general rule.
Just as a general rule, I'm like, what are you doing?
All that was that
Always
Nickelodeon show?
bad choice.
All that was, yeah.
All that. It's all that.
I'm pulling it up right now until I can find all the shows that I'm talking about here.
All that was. It was like little kid SNL. I still all that was so funny.
I thought I had it. Anyway, Steve, it's really not that important, I guess. What else do you got?
Oh my God. Now, this is an interesting thing. So Jelly Roll had this interview with GQ Magazine where he says he actually regrets 98% of his tattoos, and which is basically all of them. He says his best advice is if you're thinking about getting a tattoo is don't go cheap. He said, if you can't afford the artist you want right now, start putting money in a coffee can until you can. Yeah, because there's nothing worse than seeing some people with some bad budget tattoos. I'm a mile away.
Did y'all see that Opal Kobe tattoo on Facebook?
So someone got an Opal Kobe tattoo.
Somebody got an Opal Kobe tattoo, and it's brilliant and beautiful.
So 98% of the tattoos he regrets. Does anyone have a tattoo that they regret in this room?
No.
I got one when I was
Good,
15.
Brittany.
I ran away and got one. Like, didn't run away, and I got it done on this man's coffee table, which was shaped like a coffin. All the signs were there.
Nice.
It was a butterfly, and
my first tattoo
it
was a
was
butterfly
so
too.
poorly done. It looked like a bruise after about 3 years. It just because all the colors merged together. So I hid it from my parents actually until my first year of college. My dad had me get it removed.
Oh wow.
And that's my story. So I have a weird
wow.
butterfly shaped scar on my head.
I'm okay with it, but I wish I wouldn't have gotten my tramp stamp. But
yeah.
But
you and 20 million other women.
Right.
Yes. Bad choices.
It was
girl,
good real
bad
estate at the
choices.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoever knew that the bottom would fall out of that industry.
There's a heart on it, and my whole thing was someone's gonna see the art someday, and they're gonna fall in love with me
From behind.
Dude,
everyone had a bumper sticker syndrome.
Everyone thought that was like going to be forever. Tramp stamps were forever. I'm going to put one on there because it's forever, and
it's forever.
It's forever, but it's not forever.
80 years.
So, by the way, the show I was talking about where they pretend like they were on a reality show was iCarly. Darling.
Oh yeah.
That's
I'm
the
too old.
Nickelodeon show. All right, what else, Steve?
Okay, guys, check out the stacked up lineup for the 2024 CMA Music Fest. Now, the stages all vary in size and scope, so you can see headliners like Jelly Roll, Lainey Wilson, Leonard Skinner at Nissan Stadium at night. That's where the Tennessee Titans play. So, or if you can go, so you can go other places. You can go. Hang on, I'm trying to see who else there. They had a lot more people than this.
I'm waiting on
that.
that name.
Like Luke Bryan. I mean, there's like
is anyone? I know a buddy who wants to go. It's in Nashville. I think it's like June 6th through 8th or something like that. But it's that town is going to be ridiculous.
I heard it's a crap show for the CMA Fest. Like it's just insane.
Well, and
but the tickets aren't bad. $84 for the main stage concert ticket.
That's not bad at all. Tickets,
yeah, of course it's not bad when there's a million people downtown. Yuck.
I did get a text message. Says my ex-wife got a butterfly as a tramp stamp. She gained some weight and it turned into an ostrich.
Oh my god. my niece was just over yesterday, and she was talking about she's going to get a tattoo Saturday, and she's like, "Aunt Renee, you have any tattoos?" I'm like, "No, I couldn't afford it back when they were popular," and so I was like, if it was me, I would have did a dolphin. And then to think of my 47-year-old self now with a dolphin on my ankle, like I would be like, oh my god.
Well, that's why I tell people. That's why I don't have a tattoo, because I tell people, even with clothes, like what do you look back that you wore 20 years ago and you're like, oh my god, I would never wear that again. Imagine that, but forever.
Oh my god, I would love to be able to wear my clothes I wore 20 years ago. Same girl.
Girl, you sounded all defeated.
Dude, I can't believe you just said some of the most triggering things.
I didn't know.
Every girl went like this. Jesus.
I meant as far as fashion design, not as far as size.
Jesus.
Look,
it all comes back around.
Right?
So it is like crop tops are in style right now, but if I would like.
Yeah, for teenage girls nowadays, they only sell half shirt. They don't even sell the full.
A food truck in the summer, you're gonna see this 300-pound drag queen in a crop top, and I don't care.
Yes.
It's a true story.
I'll dripping up in the mac and cheese.
I'm gonna
You're gonna love them. I love them. I'll wear them all day.
farm top. Not just the crop.
The whole farm.
Let's do the entire farm.
I need you to be in a tent top.
Yep.
All right, one more, Steve.
Sure.
Are you gonna talk about the controversy? Dude, there's people saying that Kate Middleton is dead. Some people are saying
oh my god,
that.
it's so bad. What do you think, Brittany?
Right?
Because she edited I fall down all these wormholes all the time. I listen to all of them. So here's where I think I've landed. I think that she's divorcing. I don't think she's sad.
Too.
I think that they're getting divorced.
That would be very scandalous.
But they're saying that she's gonna get Princess Diana, and that Camilla is the wicked the way Camilla looks, the way she looks is who she is. The wicked stepmother.
Well, Netflix told me she wasn't that bad.
I think honestly, like they're in trouble because she's the most liked.
Yeah,
slimmed everything down, like to only like 6 of them at this point. I think they're in deep trouble because they're probably
Deep
like
trouble.
That's why they're not saying they're really trying to probably bribe her to come back.
Yeah,
I mean, I would just let her be queen at this point. Like I would be like, take whatever you want.
What you want, girl?
Everybody else is so hated.
Because here's the problem: is that we picked Princess Diana over them years ago. Well, they ended up winning. But now I don't think they're going to win over Princess Kate. Everyone loves Kate.
My question: has anybody forgotten how mean she was to Meghan Markle?
Don't feel bad going after all the like people are like we should just leave her alone in heel. I'm like, we will not leave her alone in heel.
Yeah.
We like hunted Meghan Markle. We hunted her. I will put that same energy into this.
So in the
because fair is fair.
In the
she gets it too.
In the sleaze yesterday, they talked about how there's rumors of William having the affair with Rose. He's been having an affair with her since before
5 years.
they got married.
It sounds like father like son.
So
Yeah.
technically, if that's what's happened, then she
Mm.
really can't be upset because she knew what she was getting into.
Well,
I heard
we don't know nothing.
pregnant. There's just a lot.
Mm.
I need one of those crazy person boards that I can
Yes.
connect
Can
some.
somebody
strands.
explain to me?
Where you put like a string,
Right.
you put
Yeah.
string from one
Yeah.
picture to the next picture of the crazy board?
Yeah.
Can somebody please explain to me how this dude who looks like he's been teaching literature for 20 years
Has two
hot chicks?
He's a prince.
Like, are you
Money.
kidding me? He
was hot.
Like,
No, he wasn't.
When he got Kate Middleton, yes, he
Look,
was.
here, Demetrius, I'll explain it like this.
I would take Daria over him anytime.
It's the Mick Jagger syndrome. It's the if you can sing, it doesn't matter how hideous you are. Women are going to fall for you. If you're a prince, it doesn't matter.
I am blown away by this average-looking dude who people are just falling over.
Yeah.
He doesn't look. He has money. Get your rest of your hair back. What is going on with you? You look like Batman's villain in the 60s.
I almost think conspiracy-wise, because when he was like 17, 18, 19, like when Diana died, William was like the heartthrob hunk and he was super uncomfortable with it. I just feel like when you're that rich, if you get ugly, it's on purpose. Like, he did not want the attention. He's like, let me just get chubby and bald. I'm tired of y'all screaming.
I just really like a guy with properties.
Yeah.
He has multiple properties. That's where I am.
I agree.
So that's what it is.
Well,
I did get it.
Yeah, they're expansive.
Are we really?
Hold on. What is
Are we talking property?
All right, hold on.
Did you know you have a lot of property when the properties come with titles?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
when you walk into it and you're like, wow, I'm a duke.
Yeah, I know. Or whenever the properties have names, like
Yeah.
I'm going to Kensington space.
Yeah.
There's no address.
While you're here, you'll be a lord, but once you leave, you're a regular Demetrius.
Someone did say Kate Middleton is recovering from her BBL. What is BBL?
Oh my god.
Brazilian butt lift. That's what you're going to have to get when you're done with all the weight loss and the skinny,
I
Andrew.
read that, but isn't there a facial called BBL?
That's something else.
You fell
for that?
But John was really
He was
lying to you.
You'll never believe what I read's good for your skin.
All right, thank you, Steve. Have a good weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. And we'll see you guys out this weekend, hopefully celebrating St. Patrick's Day safely. And if you want to go hang out with Sugar on Sunday,
Yeah.
Hamburger Mary's upstairs. It's called Mary's Hideout. Mary's Hideout. All right, you guys have a great day. By the way, Sleaze brought to you in part by our good friends over at Cocina de Carlos. They have a bunch of St. Patrick's Day specials this weekend at all three locations: Cocina de Carlos in Perrysburg, Cocina de Carlos in Waterville, and Lupita's in downtown Perrysburg. They're doing Irish margaritas, green apple margaritas. They have the green chili verde on the buffet at the Cocina de Carlos in Perrysburg from 11 to 2 today. And Lupita's having mango habanero margaritas are back. So enjoy. All right, have a great weekend. Be safe. We'll talk to you on Monday. Bye-bye.